Wedda bakakkanye nti babanja mukulembeze mbeera bwetyo bweri wano mu Jinja City.
Machete abendabiramu baliruddawo Zemak
mbeera bwetyo bweri
kati batuuka kati tebali mukola oli mugamba omukazi ankubirewo okusubiranga taku ku esi.
Yes, abakwatiyingako ngezaako kusettinga wano omukulu president waffe Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert atwaliddwa bamurashinze very fast Iganga mu court bakyagaanye abantu kyentegeddeko bakkirizaako just bannamawulire sina bannamawulire wala bafamily be nga basatu nkyagezaako wano okola link ndabe ekibadde kigenda mu maaso wano kuba kamera baganye abantu okuyingira naye sokolabe kino ekigenda mu maaso kamala okulaga wano beerako malo okulaga wano webereremu ebimanyi sometimes bikyankalana malo okulaga ekigenda mu maaso bulungi nnyo nenga kyotalina kwerabira Nabiira bamukutte wamu ne ba comrades baffe ab'enjawulo abalala
I want to song it everywhere. What Iganga? Ate ng'otuuse munansonyiwa sigenda kwogera olw'embeera eriwo tekiriwo gezeeko tulabe. Munansonyiwa sigenda kwogera olw'embeera eriwo
naye mulabe ekyo kyensobola okubaweereza. Tuli ku kooti Iganga, sigenda kusobola kwogera. Tuli ku kooti Iganga, mulabe ebyo ebiriwo, mulabe ebifaananyi.
Now you are coming back. You are coming back? No. I'm going to take it down now.
Morning, Mr. RPC.
Hey. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you, sir?
Who is that? Muwonge? Yes, sir. You think we don't know you?
So I came to attend court. We came to attend court. We're told we are meant to get clearance from you, sir.
I'm not sure. Whether you are going to be cleared. Because the lawyers, the sureties are all entered. So the rest.
And us leaders
Leaders of where?
of this party.
You go to party headquarters.
And that's the
You're
family?
very funny.
Yes?
And that's the family?
I'm not funny. The family members have entered. I've seen about 3 who have entered. No. I've seen family members who have entered. And I've cleared them with lawyers, with sureties, with everything. They have entered. Yes.
Hold on, let's first engage. Party leaders, go to party headquarters.
So I found appeal that we allow just this group for people to enter. Which group?
I'm part of his legal team, but we have a spokesperson here. We have
The legal team have introduced themselves. They did counsel, you know them. Muwonge, you know him.
Yes.
Senyonya, you know him.
Yeah, but the legal team is big. But even these other leaders are family members. A small group of people. Let's see why that should be possible.
You go to party headquarters.
And do what they are funding.
And you do party activities.
These are party activities.
one of them,
When
because
our
the
party
president
president
is
is
here.
here,
He's not here. He's not
he's
yet.
being brought.
He's not yet.
Yeah, go down. Yeah.
We are all
The
anticipating.
motorcar sureties.
So that's the
Bobiwine
other fund
sureties.
that we wait in anticipation.
Nowadays, the dashboard. Oh no, nice,
That's the president there.
Okay.
Well.
Well, tuli mu kkubo nga tulashinga a quick update ku nsonga ku status ya president waffe, a quick update ku status ya president waffe nga bwekyanoonya wano clear network. Noonya wano clear network. Good morning, Uganda. Zubuke. Zubuke. Good morning, Uganda. Information je twakafuna je tufunye ng'obudde bukya twakampinze muno mu Jinja kuva bwe bakwata pulezidenti waffe naddala ngaffe legal team yasigala ku site. President tufunye information nti bamukusiza mu kiro ne bamutwala e Iganga era tuli mu kkubo tulashinga ku kooti ya Iganga. Tuli mu kkubo tulashinga kooti okulaba nga tumanya misango ki pulezidenti waffe gye bamutaddeko. To the countrymen out there, we have received the information that Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert was rushed to Narufenya into Iganga Court. We had camped here at Narufenya since the detention of Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Of course, as we have been following, they denied us access as lawyers, and they denied access to his doctors, to the party leaders, and to his family. But the information we have as of now is that he has been rushed in some secret vehicles to Iganga Court. We are on our way to Iganga Court. To the countrymen, but Uganda, never nachuka mwenda. The information we have, Obama getufunye te mukiro Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert bamukukusizza nga bakozesa emmotoka ez'enjawulo ne bamutwala Iganga Court. Era tuli mu kkubo ogezaako okulaba nga tutuukayo. Waliwo abakulembedde naye essaawa yonna naffe tujja batuyingira Iganga. As of now tetumanyi musango ki, we can't tell musango ki gwe baagala omuggulako oba gye bamuguddeko, but we have information nti mu kiro twabadde tuteezebwa bweru. Of course tufunye other troubling information. Tukyagezaako kufinding out whereabouts za Lord Mayor omukyala Lord Mayor omukyala network si nnungi wano we tuli, naye ogezaako kubawa status embeera gye tulimu. Tetunaba kumanya status ya Lord Mayor omukyala, batugambye naye ekiro ekikeesezza olwaleero basembye okumulaba ku live nga abakwata mundu bamusikambula mu ambulance ye, naye buli ena alina amawulire agafa ku Lord Mayor omukyala. Police gaweereze the legal team tulabe nga afuna obuyambi ku baloya baffe abali okumpi. NUP yataddewo legal team y'amaanyi nnyo mu field, tuli deployed. Kyensobola okubagumya nga bannayuganda nti National Unity Platform yadeployinze legal team y'amaanyi buli katundu, naddala okusinga ddala mu Central Region, okulaba nga aturesipondingira okusoomoza kw'eddembe ly'obuntu okwenjawulo okwerobese kaseera kano. Naye amawulire ge tulina ge tusobola okuba bannayuganda essaawa eno olunaku lwajja olwazibidde nga bagobaganya batugobaganyizza okuva bwetwabadde tukampinze enalufenya ku police. Of course bakubye tear gas n'amasasi n'emiggo era abamu bafunye obuvune mu kavuŋŋaano ako. Naye bwe tukeeredde olwaleero amawulire ge tulina nti Honorable Kyagulanyi bamuddusiza ng'obudde tebunakya ne bamutwala Iganga Court. Tuddukayo okulaba obadde akituufu bamutuusizaawo. Tuli mu kkubo twolekera Iganga Court okulaba obaddala Honorable Kyagulanyi bamuleese ku kooti. Tetunnaba kufuna access yonna okumanya tetunnafuna access yonna kumanya musango ki era misango ki egimuvunaanibwa. Tetusobola kumanya ssaawa eno musango ki ogumuvunaanibwa oba gwe bamuguddeko, naye kyetumanyi nti bamutute mu kooti kubanga okuba bye bamukwata ebiragiro ebibadde biteekebwa mu nkola bibadde by'amagye. Ebiragiro bibadde bateeka mu nkola bibadde by'amagye nga enkola gye tumanyi eya bulijjo ya poliisi ey'okuyamba omusibe okumanya emisango gye n'okuba nga asobola okufuna okwetegeka kw'amateeka tebaddeewo. Tubalina legal team y'abalooya abawera ddala 10 mu field oba ababadde nalufeenya. Abalooya abawera ddala 10 tubadde nabo nga tukampinze nalufeenya era bonna ffenna tuli mu kkubo, buli omu wasimbudde. Tuli mu kkubo nga tudduka okulaba nga tutuuka ku Iganga Court. Mu communications enakakola ati sintegeddeko kanso mwiru amaze okutuuka kanso basalwa ndowooza naye anaatera otuuka kanso katana kanso wameri nange kenyini tufena tukyali mu kkubo tulashinga kulaba nga tutuuka ku Iganga Court gye tufunye amawulire nti Honorable Kyagulanyi gyatwalibwa. Of course twagala kubeera confirming nga tumaze otuukira ddala mu kooti nga bamuleese, naye nga olunaku lwajjo batuteyo era abantu ab'enjawulo abakwatibwa olunaku lwennyini lwe yakwatibwa newankubadde nga abajjo abasinga tebasobodde kukkiriza kubeeyimirira, naye tetumanyi misango ki, tetunamanya misango ki misango ki omuwabi wa gavumenti bw'aba nga yeetengeredde gy'asobola kuba nga yatadde ku Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Naye kyetusobola okuwaako status gye tufunyeewo nti bamugye enalufeenya ku poliisi mu budde bw'ekiro nga bukya ne bamuddusa Iganga ku kooti. Era naffe gye tugenda tulabe nga tumanya ekisooka bwe giba misango nti misango ki, ate era twasuze nga legal team twali tutegese okubanga ku makya ga leero tubadde naffe era tukera mu Iganga Court, tubadde tukera mu kooti ejinja okulaba nga tusaba kooti eyise ekiragiro ekita Kyagulanyi awatali kakwakkulizo. Of course twabadde tulina kufayiringa lwaleero olw'okuba nti amateeka gaffe gawa enkizo poliisi oba balina omuntu obutamukwata kusukka ssaawa 48 oba ennaku 2 zibadde ziggwako lwaleero ku ssaawa 5. Era twasuze tubalaalise nti olwaleero tuddukira mu kooti okulaba nga tuwakanya continued detention ey'Amwami Kyagulanyi, naye tebalinze ssaawa 5 kuwera. Tufunye amawulire nti ate bo bakedde mu kiro ne baddusa Kyagulanyi mu kooti. Ndowooza bagezaako okubiitinga deadline gye twabadde tubawadde mu mateeka nga bwe ziggwako. Twali tulina kuddukira mu kooti nga twagala kuwaabira mukulu Ochola nga komanda wa poliisi OC ne komanda w'amagye okuba nti bawamba ne badetaininga omuntu awatali nsonga yonna wadde omusango gwonna. Naye ndowooza ako mukatebuka bakedde nnyo ne bamuddusa okusinza ku information gye tulina waliwo tiimu yaffe emaze okutuuka ffenna tukyali mu kkubo kubanga tubadde eno Nalufenya gye twakampinze buli geeti ebadde yingira Nalufenya twali tukampinzeeko okulaba nga newankubadde nga abamu webadde bakampinze ate babayodde nga olodimeyo omukyala naye kyonna kyekiri tukumya bannayuganda nti Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert talina musango okusinziira ku bujulizi bwe tulinawo bino byonna biyita mu lwa byabufuzi tetukakasa nti alina omusango gwonna era n'okumutwala mu mbuga z'amateeka bagezaako kunoonya justification oba kye banaalaga nsi nti kyekyamukwasizza naye nga tewabadde ensonga ffe tukyagumiza nti ekyamukwasizza byabufuzi nga bagezaako kumuttira puroguramu ye eya campaign n'okumuttira ennaku ze kubanga districts okuba jjo yakafiirwa districts 6 bw'ogattako n'ezaleero aba yakafiirwa districts 9 mwatannatuuka ate nga ku campaign schedule ye so nga ate abalala ba candidate batalaaga eggwanga so tulowooza nti kino kigenderere omuddireyinga talina musango gwonna naye bannayuganda okustandinga ne mwami Kyagulanyi n'okustandinga n'okulwanyira eddembe ly'omuntu kibadde kyankizo nnyo oba oliawo okupushinga n'okusindiikiriza bano bakwata mundu okutandika okujjukira nti omuntu yenna bw'oba olowooza nti alina omusango olina mutwala mu kkooti naye nga nkakasa kino kyekwaso kyonna kyekindi kye tusangayo nga bamuvunaanye tukakasa nti tebajja kuba na bujulizi era mwami Kyagulanyi tasobola kusingibwa musango gwonna lwa nsonga nti tewali bujulizi bwonna bumufuulamuzi wa musango naye nga for the countrymen out there we received information that obudde obukeeredde the militias because we don't know as of now we don't know oba Kyagulanyi was detained by the army oba he was detained by the police lwa nsonga nti Machaz abadde nga bamukumidde Nalufenya naye abakuumawo bonna the whole station was surrounded by the military.
Okay, for those friends that do not understand Uganda, what the gentleman is trying to say, first of all, let me first start with what he ended with. Those friends that had camped outside Nalufenya where Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert was illegally detained, all our comrades were arrested yesterday. They were brutally arrested, all of them. Yes, and they are being kept at an unknown destination, of course. We don't know where they are. They were surrounded off and they were kidnapped. So then the other update, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu was whisked away from Nalufenya late in the night, and then he was transferred to Iganga court. That's according to the update the gentleman is giving, Muwonge. That's what he's trying to explain, that Kyagulanyi was taken from Nalufenya torture chambers to Iganga court, and that's where they are going. But an update from Iganga, I've heard from one of the officers telling our comrades that they have not yet brought him there. So I think they are trying to play games. That's why we call upon every Ugandan and every friend of Uganda to put up a fight out there for the immediate release of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. So, but majority of the sources, or most of the sources, they are citing that Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert is at Iganga court. Right now, as we speak, our lawyers, that is David Lewis Muwonge and his team, of course, they are already at Iganga court. They have just allowed a few people to enter, implying that he's there. They have allowed a few family friends, like 3 family members. They have denied the legal team, of course. The legal team, part of it has been allowed, and then part of it has been denied access. So the situation is still tense. Let's go on with our brother here trying to explain. However much is explaining too much Uganda, yeah, but I'll try to chip in and giving an update in an English version. Of course, I'm also sure he will also give an English version. He's going to be interjecting here and there.
Ate n'amateeka agabaddeyo nga tegakkiriza muntu yenna ku accessinga a police station, which is not normal, si kya bulijjo. So okuva we yakwatibwa tetafunangako access yonna wadde ya lawyer, tafunangako okuwabulibwa kwonna okuva balooya be, tafunangako kunyumyamu kwonna n'abaluganda bwe, tafunangako kunyumyamu kwonna n'abannakibiina kye, so nga ensonga ezibadde zimutambuza eggwanga za kibiina kye era za byabufuzi era kwabadde atambulira, naye tafunye mukisa kubanga interactingako n'abakulembeze banne mu kibiina. Abakulembeze bonna nabo bali mu kkubo. I've just spoken to most of them. Nina confirmation nti Secretary General wa NUP ne team yonna nabo bali mu kkubo, ffenna tudduka Iganga okulaba nga tufinding out, tumanya bw'abanga waliwo emisango gyonna gye bataddewo, tube nga tusaba kooti asobole okuba nga yeeyimirirwa awatalika nga yeeyimirirwa. Kyetulowooza nti kooti nga yeetengeredde ebejja kukihonalinga. So the status eriwo nti tufunye information ng'obudde bukya nti badisguises emmotoka ez'enjawulo ne bafulumyawo naye Kyagulanyi, era tudduka mu kooti ey'Iganga okulaba nga bw'aba avunaanibwa, tumanye first of all bw'aba bamuvunaana gw'omusango ki, ekyokubiri okulaba nga tukola enteekateeka yonna emusabira okweyimirirwa oba bail application. Twasobodde okuba nga tuli prepared. Tiimu yaffe ebadde twetegese bulungi nti nekiba kyetagisa bail, tukakasa nti tuli ready okupresentinga abantu abagenda omweyimirira asobole okuba nga ateebwa. Twakiteekateeka dda network erisiro naye ate n'okutambula tuli mu kutambula. At least status as of today tudduka mu kooti Iganga kulaba nga tumanya emisango givunaanibwa Mwami Kyagulanyi wegiba gyegiri, n'okulaba nga tusaba asobole okufuna okweyimirirwa. Shineri, you said mu Luzungu, whereas we have been camped at Nalufenya since the arrest and detention of Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, we have received information that yesterday night Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert was rushed out in some disguised vehicles, and the information we have today as of now is that he has been rushed to Iganga Court. We are now on our way to Iganga Court to find out if actually he has been presented to court or is to be presented for court today, and also to establish which charges, if any, is the state preferring against Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert. And accordingly, as our legal team, we are prepared to make the relevant legal applications for his bail. We have already assembled a number of sureties, all persons and individuals, to stand as a surety for him in case it so require. But as well, we are also certain that Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu is a law-abiding citizen, and there can't be any lawful charge against him unless and in any case it would be persecution. He has lost time for his campaign because he was scheduled to campaign in 3 districts by the time on the day of his arrest. Even yesterday, another 3 districts, and even today, another 3 districts. Meaning that in total, he has so far lost a campaigning period and the coverage of 9 districts as we speak of today. But whatever the case is, we are rushing to Iganga Court to first of all confirm whether actually the destination of Honorable Kyagulanyi is Iganga Court as they so arranged. Secondly, we have also assembled sureties who we expect to stand for him in case he's presented in court. But as of now, we can't know and we can't comfortably confirm which charges, if any, is Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu being charged of, or which the state preferred. But for us, we insist that he's as innocent as charged if there's any charge. He was on lawful duty as a nominated candidate on a normal campaign trail, and at the date of his arrest and place of his arrest, he was destined for Luka district at the exact venue. So we highly doubt and insist that Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert is being persecuted for his decision to stand as a presidential candidate in the Republic of Uganda, which ordinarily under our laws is not a crime. But of course, given the nature of our democracy and the nature of our leaders, the dictatorial traits of our leaders here in Uganda, who actually believe that Uganda is theirs, and Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, together with the National Unity Platform and People Power, have been standing up and spreading a singular message that Uganda is ours, not actually of anyone. Uganda is for all of us, and we can change power and leadership through a democratic process. Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert presented himself as a candidate that is in a democratic exercise in a would-be and a presumed free and fair election, as presumed and as provided for within our laws and the Constitution. So it cannot be a crime for him to stand as a president, but as things are, it appears the state is determined. To presume and to make all efforts that portray Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu as a criminal merely because of his decision to stand as a president in this country. We know they can't win, especially when the people say so. And Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu already prophesied that along with the journey, along with this walk, they will kill some. They will charge some like him. They will injure many. But we must insist on our stand and our battle and our fight for freedom. This is part of the game. This is part of their game. But of course, I was assuring the public and the world out there that we have enough manpower. Our legal team, of course, we are ordinarily I had been assigned for this region. But of course, as the matters are. We have regrouped again. We have a team of lawyers. Honorable Paulo Mwiru, Council Mwiru is already ahead. I'm sure he has reached court. Honorable Sumani Basadwa he must also be on the road. Council Ruiz, who is also the Secretary General, is on the way. Council Katana, Council Ameri, and myself. We are all rushing to Iganga Court. To ensure that we are there, we establish the charges and make a quick and relevant applications where need be. I should also accordingly add that we had prepared today to rush to court to seek orders of court for unconditional release of Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. And the deadline was 11 a.m. today. Because ordinarily under our Uganda laws, a person is not allowed to be detained for more than 48 hours. And ordinarily by yesterday, the 48 hours had not elapsed. They were actually elapsing to that at around 11. So we had prepared all the relevant legal paperwork as a legal team, and we are prepared to seek court orders by 11 a.m. today. Incidentally, I think the state realized how determined we are and how determined the people of Uganda are. They rushed today before we could embark on those applications. They have rushed Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to court. We don't know which charges because they did not allow us access. But one of our legal grounds to challenge the entire trial of Honorable Kyagulanyi is that even his entire detention was illegal and unlawful. He was denied his fundamental freedoms and rights. We shall insist and we shall make accountable all officers who are involved in this. After all, we have enough enabling laws, and we trust that we must push for the independence of the judiciary, for the independence of courts of law in determining many of these matters. Uganda is supposed to be a state that follows its own laws, and it is us to insist that Uganda must be governed in accordance with the law, not orders from above or from individuals for their individual interests. As we speak now, we are rushing to Iganga Court to find out and confirm whether actually the destination for where they drove Kyagulanyi to is Iganga Court. and if so, which charges have been presented by the state, and which we shall strongly fight, and we promise Uganda a spirited legal fight. We believe Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is innocent, and we must fight all to reclaim his freedom. So but Uganda abali mbadde ngezeko mu luzungu kubanga waliwo asabye wano kwogerako mu luzungu, of course nengezako okutaanya ensonga eyo. So tuli mu luguudo okulaba nga tudduka ku Iganga court, okulaba nga twafunye amawulire oba akatwegattako nga webukeredde olwaleero Honorable Kyagulanyi bamuddusiza mu kooti, bamuddusiza mu motoka ez'enjawulo ne tufuna amawulire nti bamuddusiza mu Iganga court. Of course wabaddeyo ebikolwa by'okusiba abantu nga amawulire ge twafunye nti Honorable Nabil abandiba nga bamukutte. Twabadde tutayiza buli exit nga waliwo apakinzeewo okulaba nga tumonitaringa enfuluma y'emmotoka engeri gye batuganye okuyingira munda. So netubanga twataddewo abakungu baffe ab'enjawulo okwekizitiza Narufenya poliisi ez'enjawulo. So getukonfamiza amawulire olwaleero nti Honorable Kyagulanyi bamufulumiza bamuddusiza mu kkooti ye Iganga, era tuli mu kkubo ogenda ye Iganga. Twabadde tusuze nga balooya nga tupulaninze okukera mu kkooti okusaba ebiragiro bya kkooti ebikakali. Bulaba oluguudo lwonna oludde Iganga kujjudde road block wonna, buli woyisanjo za kilomita ng'emu waliwo road block. Mwabali mu kibuga abajja ne ttiimu yaffe ajasi kumanya bumanya nti buli kilomita ng'emu bataddewo road block n'abasirikale, but of course tubayiseeko naye nga tufunye amawulire nga bamututte Iganga court. So tuddukayo nga ttiimu y'abalooya okulaba ekisooka oba ddala obamufulumiza bamututtaawo. Ekyokubiri okumanya misango ki gyo gye bamutaddeko bwe giba gye giri. Ekyokusatu okulaba nga bwe bamutaddeko omusango gwonna, okulaba nga tukola enteekateeka emusabira bbeeri oba okweyimirirwa. Twategeka nga bukyali, era tulina abajulizi ab'enjawulo abali assembled okulaba nga beeyimirira pulezidenti waffe okusiza ng'amateeka bwe galuŋŋamya nti omuntu yenna aba n'eddembe okweyimirirwa. Naye tulagana kusinza ku musango ki gwe tunaasangayo bamutaddeko. Ekyokusatu okulaba nti ntuwakanya n'enkola yonna ey'okuvunaana pulezidenti waffe kubanga tukakasa nti talina musango, yabadde mu kifo ekituufu ku ssaawa entuufu, ate nga presidential candidate yabadde alina kubeera lukka, era yagendawo mirembe nga poliisi yemukulembedde. Tasobola kubanga ate eventually ate bwe yatuukawo ate yafuuka muzzi wa misango. Tulese Iganga tetumanyi babagala kukyusaamu ate kati bamuteekeko gye Iganga, naye kyonna kyekiri tulowooza nti bakola byabufuzi kubanga Mwami Kyagulanyi talina musango gwonna gwe yazza. Kyonna kyekiri baba bakola byabufuzi n'okulaba nga bamulemesa okuba nga atwala mu maaso kampeyini ye, kubanga ordinarily Mwami Kyagulanyi abadde alina okuba nga akampeyinga mu disitulikiti 3 buli lunaku. Kati ennaku zino 3 kitegeeza aba yakafiirwa disitulikiti 9 eza Uganda mwe yandibadde yatuuse. Kale nno tulowooza nti ekimuvunaanyisa kuba nti yavaayo ne yeesimbawo ku bwapulezidenti bw'eggwanga, naye nga talina musango mu mateeka gaffe aga Uganda. Wabula ogezaako okumunyigiriza n'okutiisatiisa bannayuganda oba oliawo abadde batera omwaniriza yonna gy'abadde alaga. Omuntu taba na musango olw'okuba nti abadde atambula n'afunayo abamwaniriza. Naye byonna bikolebwa okuba nti bateekawo okutiisatiisa. Of course mwalabye mwenna bw'otuna ku mikutu egy'enjawulo olaba nga abantu ab'enyaale mu abayero baba bagenze mu pulogulamu ezaabwe bo tebaba na musango, naye omuntu wa NUP abawagizi kati ne pulezidenti waffe ye buli wadda bagala waliwo omusango. Bino by'okumulemesa okutambula mwabiraba okuviira ddala mu kaseera ka consultation olwo baali beekwasa tteeka simanyi Public Order Management Act, era ng'okwebuuza ne bamulemesa. I should give testimony nti ne constituency gy'abadde ekyaddondo of course jengendo muddira mbigere ng'omubaka wa parliament fena nga tuli mu kibiina kya NUP era nayo gyabadde nga takkirizibwa kutambula wadde mubaka wa parliament nga bw'aba afulumye gamba nti agenze malonzi be ab'ekyaddondo mwennyini mwakiikirira era nga bamulemesa ebyo yabadde embeera mwabadde awangalira so agenza otuuka mu bwa pulezidenti n'okwesimbawo bino abiyiseemu era abimanyidde naye n'ekyokusatu twagala kumanya embeera mwami Kyagulanyi gy'alimu ate tunabeera shuwa mbeera ye ne state ye ya bulamu kubanga okuba we yakwatibwa abaali talina bafuna ku basawo be ate teri yamulabyeko ate nga engeri gyakwatibwamu mwena mukimanyi yali bit challenging yalimu okulusanyizibwa kungi nnyo n'okuba nti kavidiyo ke twasembayo okulaba nga ali mu vaani ne bafuuyiramu obuntu mu maaso ge so ebyo byonna byakusomoozebwa but this is our democracy this is where we are as a country naye okulwanyirira enfuga ey'amateeka ne demokrasiya n'okulwanyirira rule of law enfuga ey'amateeka buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe ffenna as Ugandans ssemateeka tugamba nti buli olaba ssemateeka nga asomozebwa it is a duty of every national, it's a duty of every citizen okuvaayo okulaba nga we stand up and tulwanyirira what we call the rule of law enfuga y'amateeka okulwanyirira ssemateeka of course nga naffe bwe tuba tumulwanyirira tulina okukozesa ebikolwa byonna ebikkirizibwa mu mateeka ebitaliimu obaoliawo kutyobola ddembe lya buntu so ndowooza tugamba nti Honorable Kyagulanyi ali innocent talina musango gwonna bino byonna bye bakola bagezaako okutiisatiisa abawagizi be omukanga ye ng'omuntu naye ekyo yakiranga bwe yali atandika kampeyini eno yagamba nti era kuba ku nomination day mwalaba nti bamukwata kuba ku nomination era tulowooza nti ebyokumukwata babipulaninga dda bisobola okuba nga si bye bisembyeyo naye kyonna kyekiri yatugamba nti naye baba bakutte ye oba balina bye basse balina bye bakoze batya olutalo lw'okuddiza bannayuganda obuyinza bwabwe buli omu lumukwata lwaffe ffenna kubanga twasalawo era yasalawo era ne NUP nesalawo ejje mu kalulu tusobole okukunga bannayuganda bakyuse obukulembeze nga bakozesa kalulu naye ndowooza mulaba embeera gye tulimu n'engeri ensonga gye zitambulamu eyo neba challenge ku demokrasi waffe naye tulowooza era tusabe nnyo abenga akyali mu condition nungi tugendayo bugenzi okulaba baba bamuleese nti yali mu mbeera ki era condition ki so kusomoozebwa kw'amaanyi but we must adhere tulina okusigala nga tukkiriza nti Katonda ajja kukuuma pulezidenti waffe n'okumusabira abenga abeera mirembe mikono gyabo bonna abamulina naye bw'abanga aleetebwa mu kooti tujja kukola kyonna ekisaanidde tiimu y'abalooya aba NUP bangi nnyo ddala abali deployed mu field olwaleero okubanga tulwanyirira eddembe lya pulezidenti waffe tumanyi tujja kukola kyonna ekisoboka okusinziira amateeka agamanyi singa kooti ziba zeetengeredde nga tebaziyingizaamu kuziyingirira mu bwetengereze bwazo kooti erina kubanga emisango gino egoba migobe kubanga tegiriimu nsa tegiriimu mulamwa gwonna wabula girina kigendererwa kitaataaganya pulezidenti waffe abadde alina kuba mu districts ez'enjawulo olunaku olwaleero twolekera okuyingira Iganga kuba bakedde nnyo possible nga baagala bamutuse mu kooti nga tetuliyo ekyokubiri nga baagala bamutuse mu kooti bamusomere emisango nga tewali na bamweyimirira nga talina nabalooya era nga bebakikoze ku poliisi bamukwatira ku poliisi nga tebakkiriza wadde looya tebakkiriza wadde muntu omulabako kale kitegeeza bwe bamuddusa mu kooti nga tebayogedde era baba baagala mutuusaayo nga tewali bamweyimirira nga tewali bamuwolereza basobole okufuna ensonga kwe bamulimandingira kyebaagala ennyo omujja mu bantu oba okumujja mu saturation kitundu kyetuteebereza nti tekimu kigendererwa kyabwe olw'okuba nti azuukusiza bannayuganda abuusiza bannayuganda mu manifesto ye mu kampeyini ye naye Kyagulanyi yatulekera message emu meantime nga tukyali mbino yabagamba nti mwena gye muli eyo mulina okusigala nga mutambuza message n'obubaka obuli mu manifesto ye buli omu waali sigala ng'otambuza message eyo era yabagamba nti yewe aba kampeyininga mu kitundu nga Iganga gwasigaddeyo kampeyini nga yonna gy'okola ki gy'oli nga yagala Uganda yonna esigale nga ya kampeyini buli lunaku So that was his message yali strong nga tutandika naga buli wabanga ali mu kitundu kyonna ekirala buli omu waali sigala ng'okola campaign sigala ng'oyogerako ng'otuusa message manifesto ya mwami Kyagulanyi yali clear buli omu agimanyi osobola okugifuna ku mikutu musigale nga mugisaasaanya nga nezino wezigenda mu maaso naye as we speak now tugezaho kulwanirira ddembe lye basobola okukwata ye ng'omuntu naye tebasobola kujjawo message na bubaka na mulamwa kwayimiridde. Of course ku ntandikwa yagamba ebbanga lyanamala ng'ayimiridde nammwe abantu n'ebirowoozo byammwe nga bannayuganda mujja mubeererawo era mumubeerewo. Tulowooza nti mu mbeera zonna tulina okusigala nga tubalizibwe eddembe lye ery'obwebange. Ekyokubiri abe ng'ateebwa awatali kakwakkulizo bire bamutute mu kkooti. Tulowooza nti kkooti yonna ey'obuvunaanyizibwa ebejja kumuwa okweyimirirwa awatali kakwakkulizo konna kubanga ono senior citizen mubaka wa parliament ate presidential candidate mu ggwanga erya Uganda agenda okuba commander in chief ow'enkya. Nga yeewandiisa ne mu kakiiko ak'ebyokulonda tetulaba lwaki kkooti eba eteeka bakakwakkulizo konna okumweyimirirwa esobola n'okumuta obuti butereevu kakalu kaayo kubanga mu mateeka ekyo kikkirizibwa naye oba nga temuwadde bail n'emuta buti nga kkooti weeberabye. N'omulamuzi era n'abalamuzi of course tubaweereza message nga bwe tusembera ku kkooti nti amateeka ga Uganda mugamanyi temweyingiza byabufuzi bya gavumenti eno. Musigale ng'abalamuzi mukole kusinza n'okutaasa ekitiibwa kya kkooti. Abantu tebalina kukola bintu byabwe eri mu police station mu barakisi zaabwe ne babireeta ate mu kkooti za Uganda. Ekkooti erina kuba temple of justice okusinza mu nteeka enfuga y'amateeka. Ekkooti erina kuba a temple of justice, erina kuba ttambiro lya bwenkanya okusinzira mu nkola ey'amateeka. Erina kuba ttambiro lya bwenkanya. We expect courts to be temples of justice okubanga ekozesa minzaani ya bwenkanya okusinga okukozesebwa nti bo bwe baba batulugunyizza bwe baba bakutte mu ngeri enkyamu basuule busuuzi mu kkooti olwo kubenga okubuzaabuza nti bamukwatidde ensonga gundi oba gundi even where there is no evidence at all. So it is partly a challenge to the courts of law. Kati bano abakwata mundu balinga abakwata game bagisuulire abalamuzi tubasaba muleme gwa mu katego kano. Don't be tempted ogwa mu katego kano. Tukakasa nti we are all officers of court naye ate abalamuzi mulina enkizo temukemebwa okugwa mu game eno. Bangi nnyo bannayuganda abawagizi ba NUP bagenda oleeta mu makooti gammwe countrywide. Please abalamuzi especially the magistrates temukemebwa kuzanya byabufuzi. Kooti muzireke nga temple of justice. Omuntu jadduko ofuna obwenkanya temuzikozesa okutwala mu maaso ebikolwa ebitulugunya oba ebipersecutinga bannayuganda. About no message to the courts of law, message to abalamuzi baffe across the country nti abamemba n'abawagizi ba NUP bangi be bakutte era be bagenda okubaleetera temukemebwa to act from orders from above. So to Ugandans out there kati Iganga ni Iganga town naye bupatro bungi n'abantu mwebali naye nga tudduka ku kkooti kulaba nga to establishing a fact oba ddala nga tufunye information nti Kyagulanyi bamuleese mu kkooti oba ddala gye bamuleese. Bw'atabaayo tujja bakutandika okunoonya ate bamututtewa. Bw'atabaayo tuba tutandikirawo okunoonya ate bamututtewa. Otherwise, the call to free Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the call nti adizibwe eddembe lye ekyali nga bwebadde. Tugezaho okulaba nga tutuuka ku kkooti tukonfaminge oba ddala destination oba mutadde yeno Iganga court. Ekyokubiri okulaba nti bw'aba ateekebwawo emisango ki. Ekyokusatu n'okulaba okukola enteekateeka eraba nga tumusabira okweyimirirwa. Akyemanyi nti Honorable Kyagulanyi oluva wano bwe baba nga tusobodde okumufuna ajja kubadda mu kampeyini ze kubanga struggle gyalimu yakununula bannayuganda yakununula bannayuganda kulaba nga liberating eggwanga so kyemmanyi ti bwabanga tumuzudde kubanga eri ku polisi gyabadde badde balemesa buli muntu yenna okuyingira kati twaga tulabe oba ne kooti baziwambye kubanga ku kooti tulina tulemesa kulaba musibe naye eri gyabadde badde bamuwamba buwambi tetumanyi naawe abadde emikono gy'abasirikale oba bapoliisi naye kyonna kyekiri it is a struggle nga tulwanyira eddembe ly'obuntu. It's a struggle nga tunoonya obwenkanya. It cannot be a walkover. Especially nga mulwana okujjako n'akyemalira. When confronting a dictator, it is not order as usual. Embeera zonna, but of course as NUP ngezeza kuja kyesobola okulaba nga egoberera amateeka. Kati wetutuuse bataddewo ate checkpoint mu roundabout. Omusirikale atudde tutuuse bataddewo ate checkpoint roundabout nga tusemberera kooti. Oluguudo olugenda ku kooti lwonna luliko basirikale, tusabire tuyitewo naye luliko basirikale. Oluguudo olugenda ku kooti lwonna luliko abasirikale, oluguudo olweta ku kooti luliko basirikale. Simanyi kyebakimye kubanga kooti terina kubanga yeetoololwa abasirikale, naye tukyali mu kkubo naye nga oluguudo kuliko abasirikale. Simanyi kyebeetaaza kooti naye tukyali mu kkubo tugenda. So munnayuganda ali eyo no ye status mbeera mwe tuli nga tulwana okulaba nga tulaba ku mwami Kyagulanyi. Tumanya embeera gyali, tumanya musango ki gwagala omuvunaana okuba gyeguli. Naye ate bannayuganda nammwe mubali okustandinga naye mu mbeera zonna. Oluguudo lusibye ovudde ku main lwaki oluvuddeko bayabeda kakinonya bayitaddemu kati kati enjo totodde kutubuuka. Bannaye abasirikale babetoloze eno ne enguudo ezigenda ku kooti naye no bataddemu ettaka. Tudde ku main, tudde ku lwa main. Wawa tuyinza okuyingirira okumpi ngamba enegyo tuyise emabega entrance eri kumpi awo ate wali tuyita mu maaso si kumpi. Bana enguudo baziyiyemu ettaka entuumu emmotoka teziyitawo. Tutwaleyo muzeeyi. Bannaye tunoonya enguudo baziyiyemu ettaka naye tukyayiya. Eno wayinza oba wala enguudo kumpi enguudo baziyiyemu entuumu z'ettaka. Baze kiro ne bazoka bayiwamu entumu
engira ebeeremu polisi esobola okugala agasigaddewo
ekiri eno enguudo baziryemu entuumu z'ettaka
naye eryo byetuliddeko ate mwana balikukaaba nti mbasabolo ati okenya bakutteyo biseera bibiri nga birimu ebyokulasa mu Uganda
propaganda wayiriza kakati bannaye ekiri eno enguudo gyetutaddaage ogera lusoga naye sirumanyi bulungi naye ngezaako tutegeera enguudo ezingira kooti baziyemu entuumu z'ettaka kati twetolola bwetoloozi abajaasi bayiyemu entuumu oba waliwo oluyingira oba tuyite wano kyengamba ekyo esitatuuka butereevu oba nsobola okuvaamu nentambuzaawo siri mulama olensebo ndi looya eno kajje tuyitayo tutubuka kale tuwetene kooti eriko bagijuliza abasirikale enguudo baziyemu entuumu z'ettaka naye tutuuka ku kooti enguudo baziyemu entuumu z'ettaka naye tutuuka ku kooti at least tukonfaminze nti bamuleese wano naye okutuuka bamukwatidde tuyingira ku kooti wano naye maama akavuyo akali eno mutusabire okulaba nga kooti zisigaza obuyinza bwazo nebokomaawo bannange munzikirize nsooke nveeko kubanga oluguudo balusibye.
Yes. Abantu abaliko tubona abali kusengera everywhere. Yes. Abali kusengera everywhere.
Yes, to everyone who is watching, I'm going to translate for you, and I'm also going to read you a document that has been just released right now by the United States House of Commons. Yes, U.S. House of Representative Committee on Foreign Affairs press release. I'm going to read it for you. Very, just it has been, actually it was released on the 19th, yes, in Washington. Yeah, let's first watch this. This is just a 6-minute. And then I get you that update right now.
Everywhere.
So to just chip in and update you on a few things, the gentleman was not able to translate in English. What is actually happening now? He was heading to this place. This place is Iganga court, and then that's where Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert aka Bobiwine is detained right now, or he was taken. But as he was going, all roads were full of mud, as in all roads, you bring soil as if you are going to repair the road, you know what I mean. So these policemen put that kind of huge hills of soil, of course, to prevent cars going through, and as well as to be able to maybe block the roads, because there are very many roads that lead to that place. So they have managed to block some by putting on, huge hills of soil. Should I call it sand? But I'm sure you know what I'm trying to mean. And then the other thing, that Kyagulanyi, he was also saying that Kyagulanyi has no case to answer. The other thing he said, maybe, that is very vital, is the fact that Kyagulanyi was going to make 48 hours in detention, of course, something which is illegal when it comes to the Ugandan laws. It is illegal to detain someone over 48 hours. So 48 hours were elapsing today at 11 a.m. So these dictators, they did not, of course, wait to that time, because our team, the lawyers, had organized, of course, to come out and raise voices against that. So the government did not wait for that. That's why they whisked away Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert from Nalufenya torture chambers now to Iganga court. Right now I'm trying to create links and get you an update that is happening right there at Jinja court. Very soon you are going to be able to get an update. Yes, very soon you are going to get an update. But as we speak now, the United States House of Representatives Committee on Foreign Affairs just released a document, yes, on what's going on, and of course they have asked for the immediate release of Mr. Kyagulanyi and Amriat, that is the presidential candidate of FDC, but Amriat was released. Yeah, I'm going to read for you that shortly, but first watch this in Iganga.
Ate ng'otuuse munansonyiwa sigenda kwogera olw'embeera eriwo. Tekino kizeeko tulabe. Munansonyiwa sigenda kwogera olw'embeera eriwo, naye mulabe ekyo kyensobola okubaweereza. Tuli ku kooti Iganga, sigenda kusobola kwogera ku kooti Iganga. Mulabe ebyo ebiriwo, mulabe ebifaananyi.
I'm going to take it sound now.
Good morning, Mr. Advocate.
Hey.
How is that?
Who's that? You see, we don't know it.
So I came to attend court. We came to attend court. I was told we are meant to get there from Mr.
Not sure. So, because the lawyers, the shopkeepers are already. So the rest.
And as leaders
Evidence is there.
of this party.
You go to party headquarters.
And that's the
You're very
family?
funny.
Yes?
That's the family.
But the family members I've seen about six. Who have entered. No. I've seen family members who have entered. And I've cleared them with lawyers, with shopkeepers,
Which group? I mean, I'm part of this legal team, but we have a spokesperson here.
The legal team have introduced themselves in the council. The Bongo Yai.
Yes. Yeah, but the legal team is big. But even these other leaders are family members. That's more good.
You go to cut the headquarters.
And do what they are funding.
And you do what activities.
These are party activities. When our party president is here,
It's not here.
he's being bored.
We are all anticipating.
So that's the point they're funding. That's the way in anticipation. Nowadays, the dashboard.
Social media tulikulaba ku TV yonna nga so aganda baffe abo nabo basobodde okubeera nga olunaku olwajjo babakutte katonda oluguudo lwe tuliko lwe luguudo oluyita emanju okutuuka wali ku kooti era tufunye amawulire nti bwebanga bamutadde oba bamutwala awantu wonna oba bamusibye oba bamutadde lino ekuba abantu batubiddeko nti libasobola okubeera nga bakola ki bamuyisaako eri emanju nabugwera adi jamaayi anko nakukyesire nabi so kyova olaba kati ffe tuzze ne tugumiike ne twebbye tuli eno batutuusa wali ne batugoba teri munnamawulire mulala yenna akkiriziddwa okubeera nga atuuka mu kooti apart from NBS ne NTV ne Muni TV bamanyi nti TV zaabwe tezisobola kugenda live naye abaana ba live bonna tewali muntu yenna gwe bakkiriza era bawonize tewali kulabako muntu yenna ng'ali ku Facebook live nga agenda ebigenda mu maaso mu kooti buli omu abirabe so nze nasobola okubeera nga ne mu ludda olunaku olwajjo nensobola okubeera kambalagako ekifaananyi ky'abasirikale ndowooza mulaba kambasikira ekifaananyi ekyo mulaba abasirikale abali eyo ndowooza abo bemulaba abo abasirikale mubalaba ababiri abo be bali ku kkubo lino ndowooza mubalaba abatambula abo ababiri awayita omwami ayambuka abo basirikale kati eri yennyini awo ewali entry ey'emanju brother Edwin, I'm going to communicate in English. So bwetyo bwe tuli n'oluguudo lwe tuliko lwe luyita emanju nga bwe nabagambye olunaku olwasembyeyo olwajjo live yange gye nabaddeko nga omusirikale amaze okunzibirako n'aŋŋamba nti tomorrow by 8 omusajja ono bajja kubeera nga bamututte mu kooti era amawulire gabadde matuufu era nga bwe nabagambye nti za amawulire gange agajje ku Erigo Investigators TV sitera nnyo kwogera ekintu kyengenda okwejusa nkya nti lwaki nakyogedde naye omusirikale yankakasizza n'aŋŋamba toyogera n'aŋŋamba nti bagenda kubeera security egenda kubeera tight nnyo era bwe tutuusaawo nti nga buli muntu atuukawo bamusaba ebbaluwa ekukkiriza okukola ki era ndowooza abantu abali mu kooti baalo bato ndabyeyo Muwadanku Nyingi nendabayo muganda waffe Moses Bijirwa nendabayo Peter Muiru nendabayo Kaso Omeri
n'abalala naye kanso ndowooza mu kooti temugenda kubaamu bantu abasukka 10 bagambye nti balina okubeera mu kooti abantu 20 era nva communicatinga ne Honorable Omeri nga ye leading council wa National Unity Platform nankakasa nangamba nti bayisawa 4 omulemuzi bagenze w'omulemuzi n'abagamba nti bayisawa 4 ekooti egenda kubeera nga etuula. So abantu abeetegese okubeera nga beeyimirirwa Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu president wa National Unity Platform, abantu bali ready nnyo ba Honorable MPs. So ba Honorable MPs bamaze dda okutuuka. So baganda bange ndowooza mulaba TV zonna ezisinga obungi era n'ekifaananyi ffe twebuza tuli kubba bubbi ekifaananyi naye bwe mulabira tanka eyo kanji basikire
wali kooti bwenyini osobola okulaba buli kigenda ate bajja muleeta mu kasenge kali awo katono bwe kati tebagenda omuleeta mu kuba obwedda twogera nabali abasuuka nga bagamba bali muteeka mu kasenge kali awo katono awo osobola okulaba buli kiriive
osobola otutwala ennyabo
naye kati oba osobola tolaga nti oli kukwata ki okitegeera oba tokiraga obeera video kati woba obalaba
ate kati obuzibu obuliwo kasaba kulaba ng'oyimiridde mu kifo dakiika 20 bamanya nti olina kyoliko
nedda osaba abali awo ki akatebe okitegeera
wali osobola otutwalayo kati ngaagowo ku kitundu kino n'otusabirayo kuba tuba tumanyi kati tugendeyo kale baganda bange
what this lady is trying to say, she's taking these journalists to a position near the court and a spot where they can easily see what's going on near the court. Yes, she's telling them that there is a spot where they can actually, ask for a seat, grab a seat, and then they sit there while capturing what's going on in the studio, provided they don't show to the army and police officers that they are capturing live, because I think they are not allowing people to capture live videos. Yes, but she's taking them there because she's a resident of that area. She's a resident of that area, so she's taking them, and they're going to be able to capture for you live, and as well I'm capturing from their camera. I told you once someone goes live, even if you are in which position, I can tap from your camera. That's what I've done, and that's why I'm able to capture for you as well from their camera and show you what's going on that side. So let's wait for that spot and get to see what is actually taking place right now. The lady also cited that she has been in talks with the officers. They have told her Bobiwine is going to be brought and is going to be confined in one of the rooms. Okay, let's first go back and see.
Media bagobya abantu bangi bana babakutte kiro asigaleko baganda bange tuli kubeera nga twebba tugende tufune tuli kyanoonya we tugenda okubbira ekifaananyi tuli kunoonya engeri yakubbamu ekifaananyi baganda bange musirike tukyanoonya ndoono naye atulumiriddwa ayagala tulabe ekigenda mu maaso, so tubasaba nti buli abazze.
Yeah, someone is asking that JB, can you still tap on the cameras inside the court? Yes, I'm going to be monitoring whichever camera that goes live inside the court, even if it is for NTV, even if it's for BBS Telefina, even if it's for Mon TV. Those are the three that I've heard that have been allowed. Whatever TV, provided it goes live in the court, don't worry, you are at a right place. I'll be live. Don't worry, any camera which goes live inside the court, I'll tap from it and bring you a live feed. Yeah.
Baganda bange musigareko.
Okay, I think my brothers have gone off, and now let me read for you this statement from the United States House of Commons. Yes, I'm going to come back, don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to come back. I wanted to read for you this statement. It says, U.S. House of Representatives Committee on Foreign Affairs press release. Yeah, of course, the violence that is taking on in Uganda and all that. So it says, Representative Elliot L. Engel, chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, today released the following statement on the violence against protesters and members of the political opposition in Uganda. For almost 2 decades, President Museveni has shown he's incapable of conducting an election without jailing his opponents and brutalizing Ugandan citizens expressing their desire for a more inclusive democracy. This week, he has continued his trend with the arrest of presidential candidates MP Robert Kyagulanyi and Patrick Amuriat, coupled with an exceedingly violent response to those protesting their detention. This type of conduct on the many of Mr. Museveni and the state security forces is completely incompatible with the holding free, fair and credible elections, which is scheduled for January 2021. I condemn this statement sanctioned attacks against the Ugandan people and call for the immediate release of Mr. Kyagulanyi and Mr. Amuriat. That is the statement. That's the statement from the representative, Washington representative, Yes, Elliot, and is the chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. I'm sure you've also managed to read it through, because I'm putting everything out there for you to as well read. Yeah, let me hope you are getting each and everything. So they've also asked for the immediate release of Kyagulanyi Sentamu, but they wouldn't have done this if Bobiwine was arrested for wrong reason. I mean, for right reasons. But since he was arrested for wrong reasons, that's why the world is coming out to condemn. And now, to whoever is watching this live, and you do not reside in Uganda, you reside in whichever country, put up a fight, my brother, my sister. Put up a fight, man. We are dying, I can tell you. We are dying. You saw how many people died just yesterday and the other day. Please, put up a fight. You can do anything you can. You can do anything you can. Please, let us put up a fight. Let us put up a fight in whichever way we can to end this madness. Man, do you know someone shooting live bullets at unarmed citizens, innocent Ugandans, our mothers, our children, our friends? Man, I saw people being shot dead and I was like, man. So let us not just cry, let us not just, just talk about this. Let us put up fights all over. To those that are not Ugandans and they are friends of Uganda, please, you can also be of help in any way you can. Just figure out how you can be of a help and capitalize on that. It is always those small dots that keep connecting, and I'm sure in the end we shall overcome, because certainly there is no condition that is permanent. That's a fact of life. No condition that is permanent. No condition that is permanent. So let me try to look for that camera again. Let me try to look for that camera again. Let me try to look for that camera again. Yeah, as I look for that camera, let me attest. Yeah, put that background music that Kyagulanyi Sentamu always uses when he's going to conduct these programs. Yeah, let me look for that camera. I'm looking for that camera to see how I can bring you live everything that's going on. Yeah, I want to see which camera is live, then I connect to it. Yeah, I'm still looking out, and very soon I'm going to be connecting to by the way, you let me know anyone who tries to misbehave, anyone who tries to use abusive language on our platform, JB Muwonge. We don't entertain that. Now, like this brother Sebu for Kevin, let me just block this useless idiot. I don't entertain nonsense on this platform. We have to respect each other, even if we differ in ideology, even if we happen to support different political parties. We shouldn't throw insults at each other. Come on, man, let us respect each other, let us be mature people and behave. So just tell me block so and so, and I'll block them instantly, provided I'm going through the comments. There are certain moments where I'm not reading your comments and they are not be able to block those guys, but once they misbehave, let me know and I block them instantly. I don't entertain abusive words here. I don't entertain NRM supporters whose preoccupation is to abuse us, you know, and all of that. I don't entertain that. In the meantime, as I connect to the camera, let me bring you an update from our brother Mr. Vegas, all the way from Jamaica. He has also come out to raise serious concern about what's going on in Uganda, and he has also come out to give us confidence and asking for the immediate release of Kyagulanyi Senator Robert Bobiwine. Yeah, I think it would be much better if I give you that update as we wait for. Yeah.
So, now, you are basically representing your country. You're
okay, before I continue this, there are some friends that are asking for Ashraf. Ashraf, I talked to him yesterday. He's getting better. Just know he's getting better. Ashraf is getting better, and anytime soon he's having challenges with his seeing properly during the day, he has to use sunglasses, has to, just like the way you see Honorable Zake. So he's going to have that challenge, but of course you can speak, you can talk to him, and they can, you know, get to answer all your questions. That means his mental capability still works perfectly, only that his sight was affected. His sight was affected. They are going to be fine. Yeah, they are going to be fine. So let's go to this brother. Oh, let me remove this ribbon because this is not Iganga updates. Yeah, let me first get off this ribbon. What is it? Okay, here it is. All right, so this is Mr. Vegas from Jamaica, you know, this superstar. Yeah, let's get to hear what he has for us.
Running against an opposition to represent your country. You're trying to represent your country, so you enter politics, or you enter into the political arena so you can make changes for your people. You can, you see the need, you see the needs for your, for change. And decide that you want to get involved. So of course Bobiwine saw the needs for change. I wanted to give his people a better life. So he entered the political arena. And I've had the privilege to talk to Bobiwine a few times. And I sent the brother a message. I sent Bobiwine a message a few weeks ago. And I said, brother, it's really difficult to save people, black people, when the people that you're trying to save and the people who you're standing up for might be the same people that turn against you. Yeah? And I said to him, I don't know how you do it, but I kind of reach a stage where I think, you know, I have to come to the realization, I have to come to the reality when it comes down to fighting. Because it's the hardest fight. It's the hardest fight when you're fighting for black people with one hand. Yeah? And this was said by one of our greats. When you're fighting for black people with one hand, and the other hand is to fight off black people. So one hand is fighting for, and at the same time you have to use the other hand to fight off, fight against black people who are trying to hurt you because you're fighting for black people. That is one of the hardest battles a black man can face. And that is what our brother Bobiwine is up against. Our brother Bobiwine is up against fighting for black people, his brothers and sisters in Uganda, with one hand. And the other hand, he has to be using it to fight off black people. Black people that do not want to see black people live a good life. Black people get fair dues and respectable treatment as human beings. That is what is going on. Now, why is it that the world is standing by, or the world stands by, and says nothing about these atrocities and these evil deeds? Now you have to understand that this world is controlled by a set of people. and the set of people who control this world, they handpick their puppets to represent them, not to represent black people. The puppets that they placed all over Africa, these puppets that they placed all over Africa, all over the West Indies, they are put there to represent that small percentage of people. Those people, the hierarchy, those people, the monarchy and the hierarchy, those people are being represented by your government. And that is the reason why your government can kill innocent people and the UN turns a blind eye. I said to my brother, Bobiwine, I said, listen to me, brother. I understand how this world is set up, you know, you got to keep trying because it's in your DNA. It's printed in your DNA that you have to fight for your people. And I feel those urges sometimes. But when I educate myself and I realize that this world is controlled by a set of people, and it's who these people choose. You understand? When they choose someone, as long as that person stays in line with their agenda, they ain't gonna come against that person even if that person is killing or imprisoning innocent people. Because their agenda has been carried out, or is being carried out. You have to understand these things. And that is the reason why dictators and people that claim that they care for black people who are in high positions in our countries, that is the reason why they can treat black people like that. They can treat you that way, they can shoot you. And that comes on television, that comes on the internet. And people can see it. And some of these social platforms, they actually take down the footages that people are showing to the world. They're actually taking down the footage that you think would let people get outraged and call for people to be prosecuted by the International Criminal Court. But the International Criminal Court is selective. Once it is the puppets, the hand-picked puppets that are doing these evil deeds, there ain't gonna be any form of punishment, any form of repercussion, because these people were placed to protect the interest of these people that control the earth. One set of people control the earth, and everything that you see is happening. They decide who goes hungry, who gets some money, who gets food, etc., etc. Which religion is the dominant religion in your country? And even wish God your praise. I wish whatever. They decide for you. There is nothing called free will for black people, especially black people and poor white people on this earth. There's nothing called free will for us as black people on this earth. You have to understand that. And when you understand that, things will start making sense. These people decide which country stays poor. You see that? That is the reason why they have all of these European companies running Africa. Wealth. And they take all the wealth out of Africa and they build their countries. And they take the wealth out of Africa and they bank the money for the African people. And when the African people, you know, want back something, they have to borrow it and pay interest on their own money. In order to protect that, they need puppets. They need puppets. They do not care. If they kill Bobiwine in a jail cell, there ain't going to be no uproar. There ain't going to be no persecution. Because they can do that. Because they have the puppets who protect their interest in Africa. And only the puppets that they handpick are willing to do so at the expense of killing even their own people. And they see it all over the news, but they do nothing. You don't hear anything about it. But as soon as something happens in Paris, as soon as there is some form of violence against a French person or a German person, or it's a big headline. Everyone knows about it, and we put up, pray for this, pray for that, pray for France, pray for this, pray for that. But France, in return, cares nothing about what happens to African people. Because we are, in their eyes, animals. That narrative still exists. That narrative still exists, where we're looked at as animals. So they don't have to care about the animals. They don't have to care about us. You see? Ask yourself this question. If you are in a democratic society, how is it possible for a man to be in jail that is the opposition to the ruling party? You just leave politics. Leave whether you're from one party and you're from another party. Leave that out of it and just be an African for a minute. Just be an African for 1 minute. Ask yourself this question. What plausible reason is there to support or validate a man that is running a campaign to represent his country? What is any plausible reason for that man to be in jail? That is simply telling you that you have no freedom. Just leave whether you're from the ruling party or you support Bobiwine. But just ask yourself the question as an African. This is not a party, a divisive measure that they want you to run with, a mechanism. That is what they want you to do. They want you to say you're from a party or you're from a side. But first, we were all born out of our moms, out of our mothers. We were not born with any affiliation to any parties. We were not born with any affiliation to any political party. You see? So ask yourself the question. Before the party, before you knew anything about a party, before you knew anything about politics, who were you? An African. And who is the brother beside you? An African. So, is a title more important than being an African? So it is time for all Africans, whether you're from the ruling party or you support Bobiwine. There is no way an African supposed to feel
let us pursue
any form
means of handling this matter, and that's
of love
what we are concluding now.
have you seen
any form
have you heard from
of
Robert Sentamu since
decency?
as a team that is representing him?
Well,
There is no way you can feel that and support a brother that is basically trying to represent his country.
Where he was not free to give proper instructions.
That
But at least
the world is calling a democratic society. And a brother who is trying to represent his country is in jail.
Because he has even the latitude to say, to give proper
The candidate is in jail. You're not in a free society. You're not in a free society.
What is the state in which he's in Alfenya?
Of course,
now would the opposition, how would the opposition feel if Bobiwine were the president
So we left it to the state.
and he order or support the arrest of the opposition who under Bobiwine rule? If the opposition were the one in Bobiwine place, how would the opposition feel being locked up in the middle of a political climate?
They gave him would pass the test for what would be safe food.
You have to just make sense of it, you know.
After he's released.
You have to just, whether you're from the ruling party side, or you're from the opposition, or you're from, you understand? You have to try and make sense of things as black people. Ask yourself the question, how much sense it makes. That is telling you that the ruling party is removing any possible reason for this man to represent this country. And what do you call that? Now, if I am going to run a race,
and various others have come, the spokesperson of the national
and someone locks me up before the race, and only one person, the person who I'm supposed to run against, goes out on the track, and I'm in jail, how am I going to get a chance to win the race? Ask yourself that as an African, as a black man, as a black woman. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. And what is this person charged with? What is the charge? So, it simply means that people are getting killed because they want to exercise their rights. People are being imprisoned for wanting to exercise their rights. Now, what kind of world is that? What kind of world is that? If Bobiwine were a terrorist, the United States would not have let him into their country. So he's not a terrorist. If Bobiwine were a terrorist, he would not been given the chance to go into Europe. He would have not gotten the chance. So he's not a terrorist. So what is the reason, what is the plausible reason for locking up somebody who is competing with another black man to represent his country?
Okay guys, we are going to come back to Mr. Vegas. I want to give you an update what's going on in outside the court. Yes, let me first give you this. Yeah, this is a pre-recorded video of Mr. Vegas. I'm going to give it to you back. Let's first get to know what's going on.
Waliwo namateeka abalala bendabyemu awo mu ndaba wa Mary badanfunye bonna batusedda, so kibeera kitegeeza nti president waffe anaatera okubeera nga ajetebwa mu kooti, naye ate era amalulu amalala getufuna mu nsonda okusinziira ku batuuze kye bagamba nti ayinza okuba nga tanaba kubeera nga atuuka kuba teri kifaananyi kyonna kyalabiseeko nga alaga nti ku kooti yatuuseewo dda ate ngaolwedde baloya baffe bamaze dda okubeera nga batuukawo. So bwe kiba nti tebasobola kukkiriza kooti ku akisesinga balooya okulaba client waabwe, so kitukuba wala kibeera kiraga nti ayinza okuba nga either tanatuuka nga oba nga alina waali oba mukwese. So embeera bwetu bweri abali ku the updates, embeera bwetu bweri abali ku the updates. Tuli wano basajja bali mu leya, abamu bali mu uniform, abamu bali mu bintu ebyenjawulo, naye nga ffe tukuubyewo obukule era abawagizi ba Robert Kyagulanyi Center mbootuuka eri Iganga mu town bamulindiridde okubeera nga bakola ki, okubeera nga bamwaniriza mu mbeera yonna gy'anaaba asobodde okubeera nga akola ki, ng'afulumiramuko. So tuli mu kifo mu kitundu ky'okubeera nti ebyokwerinda si binywevu, naye ng'ate bw'oba otunuulidde abantu bakoze ki, abantu batuuse dda era nga tukakasa nti obudde bwonna tugenda kuba tufuna ebifa mu kooti bw'anaaba amaze okubeera nga atuuka. So mubeere ku the updates online page. Njagadde kuba mbeera just eriwo, njagadde kuba just mbeera eriwo wano, embeera eri wano ya byakwerinda era nga buli wootuuka wonna road blocks mpitirivu nnyo. So buli wootuuka wonna road blocks mpitirivu, kitegeeza nti ebyokwerinda bibeera bimaze okubeera nga binywezebwa. So tubeereko ku the updates. Tugenda kubeera nga tubawa amawulire nga bagenda okubeera nga gatambula, tugenda kubeera nga tubawa amawulire bagenda okubeera nga gatambula, tera musobole okubeera nga mumanya biki ebigenda mu maaso, newankubadde tuli mu kaseera kazibu nnyo, kaseera kakufa, kaseera ka iwa musaayi, tuli mu kaseera akakyasinza okuba akazibu ennyo, naye nga bo abawagizi baffe bamaze dda okubeera nga basalako ekitundu kyonna ekya Iganga era we bali wanywevu era nga tumulindire. Kyokuba tubawa updates. Bye bye for now. Then nja kuba nga nkomawo nate naye nga yo kitundu kino kye tulimu amaduuka baagagadde, of course emirimu of course gyekutte okuviira eri waggulu, emirimu gyekutte, abantu bagezaako okulaba nga amaduuka agalo bagaggala. So kibeera kitegeeza nti ebyokwerinda binywevu, abantu beeraliikiridde, naye nga kitukakasa nti agenda kubeera nga tumulabako olunaku olwaleero kyonna kinaba kivudde mu kooti.
Okay, yeah, we shall get back to him later on. Yeah, he's off. Let's go back to Mr. Vegas.
Isn't it supposed to be a process where people are free to choose who they want to govern? Now, if you are not giving the people the freedom that is supposed to be mandated for all human beings, if you are blocking or you are not giving people their freedom to choose a leader that they think will lead them to the promised land, then you're a dictator. You are an oppressor. You care nothing about the will of the people. Now, what kind of society is that? We cannot do it, black people, if we're divided. We cannot do it as a divided people. We cannot stand aside and watch black oppressors repeat the same thing that the other oppressors did to us. For goodness sake, it is 2020. It is 2020, according to their calendar. We can't stand aside and accept enslavement, oppression, rejection, manipulation. The decent people, the people with a heart, the people who are dealing with love, the people who are dealing with peace and all of the things that comes under the umbrella of morals. It's time for you to speak up. You see? Because silence gives power to evil people. Understand that? It's time for the celebrities that you all support, the Rihannas and all of these people that you all are crazy about, and you buy their music and you go to their concerts, and the Beyoncés and all of these people. It's time for these people to start speaking up so the international bodies can at least tone it down. Because they ain't gonna remove who they choose to protect their wealth in Africa. But when the whole world is speaking out, maybe, just maybe, they will tone it down. Maybe, just maybe, they won't be shooting people in the streets for no reason. Maybe, just maybe, people won't have to swim in dirty water to go see someone who they would like to support, who they would like to represent. You see? This is 2020. Black people cannot be in the same place under the same type of evil regime that we were under 500 years ago. And 1250 by the Arabs. It's, come on, for goodness sake, it's about 2,000 years now black people going through this. Why should we stand aside or sit down and allow black oppressors to repeat the same atrocities that the Europeans inflicted on us? That can't work. That cannot work. Now I want my people in Uganda to understand something. You see, when the oppressors were taking slaves out of Africa, when the oppressors were buying slaves, and the Arabs and all these people were selling slaves, and the black people were selling slaves, yeah, they did not care about the title that you were under. They wanted black people to be slaves. So no title exempt Africans from going into slavery. Africans that were doctors and teachers were going into slavery or went into slavery. You see? So that means a title should not stop you from standing up for your brother. You should demand it. If your brother is not breaking the law, why is your brother in jail? And if your brother broke the law, let us see the evidence. Let us see what the brother did or the sister did. You can't just be picking up people, law-abiding citizens, who are trying to let their voice be heard for a better Uganda, a better Zimbabwe, a better Nigeria, cannot treat people, the youths, who are tired of the same old same. It's a new day. And I want you all oppressors, you black oppressors, need to understand something. You see that thing called death that the oppressors created to drive fear into Africans? Africans today are no longer afraid of that. Because guess what? We all gonna go one day. And if standing up against oppressors and dictators gonna be the way to go, I'm all for it. There ain't nothing called fear anymore that you can use to repeat, to emulate what happened to black people all these years. So if you think shooting innocent people are going to stop these young people who want change, you better get ready to kill all of them. You're barking up the wrong tree, because death is evident. Yeah? And it has been demonstrated by our dear brother Bobiwine. And that is the reason why he's putting it all on the line. So Mr. President or Prime Minister, whatever they call the leaders, you're barking up the wrong tree. And people will stand up for their rights. These youth, the youths of today, they ain't afraid of your guns. They ain't afraid of your prisons or your torture chambers. Okay? It's time to let people exercise their God-given rights that you are enjoying. What makes you more? What makes you more privileged to enjoy freedom, and your brothers and sisters are being robbed of their freedom? What makes you more privileged? Is it that you were born with supernatural power? Can you fly? Can you go 200 days without food and water? Well, if you can't do none of these things, it simply means that you are no more than a human being than I am. So why is it that you must get all these privilege, and our brother, freedom that he's trying to exercise, he's been locked up in a jail cell? How do you imprison freedom when you are privileged to be free? It's time, black people. It's time for us to let these people know that we are not taking any more oppression, oppressive hands over us. It is time for our black brothers and sisters to stand up for freedom to live, for freedom to vote, for freedom to speak, for freedom to worship whatever God you want to worship. No one on this earth is more human than you or I. And if you're more human than I, let me see you fly. Let me see you go 200 days with no food and no water. And then I will let you rule over me. But until such time, it's time to free Bobiwine. So I'm calling on all the people in Uganda, whether you support the ruling party or you support Bobiwine, Uganda must unite for fairness, for freedom. No party should be placed over love and freedom for your brothers. So if you support the ruling party, it's time to turn your voice to your leader. And let your leader know that if you support any form of movement, ethics must play a role. Decency must play a role. Fairness must play a role. Your failure to do that simply means that you support immorality. And you're better than that. And as I said before, you are an African before anything. You were not born with the title of any political party attached to you. We all are Africans. Whether we are over here in the West, or we are over in Uganda, or we are over in Zimbabwe, or we are over in Ghana, we are all Africans. That is the reason why you cannot mistake us for another race. The reason why you cannot mistake black people for another race is because we are one people. No matter the amount of title that they call us Muslims, they call us Christians, they call us Hebrew, but you keep your mouth shut and stand beside me and ask someone, who are those two people? No one will know if we do not tell them. If we are Hebrews, Jews, Christians, Muslims, they see two black people. So Bobiwine is your brother. And the people that support Bobiwine, they are your brothers and sisters. Okay? So make sure that you stand up and let the ruling party understand that even though you support them, if you support them, you do not support locking up an innocent Ugandan. If Bobiwine is guilty of a crime, we want the evidence. Okay? Where are the evidence? Okay? So we ain't depending on no international courts or no UN to stand up for black people. Because the UN and their people, they know the reason why this man can do whatever he chooses to do. Whatever he chooses to do against black people, they allow it. They allow it. Alright? So you must take matter in your own hand. You see? And how you do that? Not with violence, but with your voice. You see? And bring down the walls of Jericho. You see? Bring down the walls of Jericho. And be wise. Because fighting against evil force, you must be wise. So don't go with violence. Use your voice and your love for your brothers and your sisters. Big up on yourself. We say free Bobiwine. Free Bobiwine. Free the great one. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe Bobiwine. Ashe all the great leaders who were before Bobiwine and all the great ones. Big up on yourself. See you? One love. Out.
All right, guys, that has been Mr. Vegas all the way from Jamaica. I'm going to give you an update from that side as we speak. Babi Kyagulanyi, she has arrived at the venue or at the court. Yes, she has arrived, and I'm still connecting to see how to get you that update. Yes, Babi Kyagulanyi amazina y'okutuuka. Babi Kyagulanyi, the wife to Bobiwine. Yes, the wife to Bobiwine. She has managed as well to she has arrived at the court. She has arrived at the court. I'm still connecting to see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to connect and get to you that update as well. I'm getting this video here to let you know what's going on that side. Babi Itungo Kyagulanyi.
So we see whether Honorable Bachagan Center will appear at Iganga Court today or not. Now we are left with 29 minutes. Tusigaza idashika abili mwenda. Idashika abili mwenda okulabanga Honorable Bachagan Center alete wa court wano owanika. Kubanga sawa bakukata kusawa tani ezokumacha. So nakati hizi zinaendelea kwa sawa tano olunaku olwaleero. Kati gonna Iganga lwa TV Uganda osubira kikumera kufana ko wetu. Osubira ki.
Yes, there is too much deployment. There is too much deployment. Yeah, she has arrived. There she is, but there is too much deployment. Too much deployment outside there, as you can see. Look at that. Too much deployment. Yeah, she has arrived, and if she's in place, just know Bobiwine is going to be there very soon. Just know Bobiwine is going to be there very soon. Just know Bobiwine is going to be there very soon. That is the wife to the president, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, who was brutally arrested. But as you know, of course, Museveni is too fearful of the gentleman. To let you know, we are going to be streaming live. That live was interrupted. We are going to be streaming live all these events to let you know A, B, C, up to Z, what's going on. Yes, I'm still trying to connect and get you updates as well. I'm trying to look around here, trying to look around here. But yes, the president, his wife, Babi Kyagulanyi, she has arrived. And then the other update, of course, in the dead of the night, Honorable Nabil Nagai Sempala was violently arrested with several other comrades. And as we demand for the release of Honorable Kyagulanyi, we condemn the targeting of our other leaders, and of course demand that they too get their freedom because they committed no crime. Nagai, Mr. Update, was kidnapped. Mr. Update was not arrested, he was kidnapped. Quote me right. Mr. Update was not arrested, he was kidnapped. And you know, when you are kidnapped, you are not in safe hands. Anything can happen to you. You remember what happened to Chibalama? So we should not sit and just ask how is Mr. Update. We should come out and demand for his immediate release as well. You understand? Yes, anything can happen to him. We don't even know how he is as we speak now. Remember, he was kidnapped. Up to now we don't know where Kibalama is. I'm not talking about this Chibalama, the owner of the former owner of NUP. No, I'm talking about John Bosco Chibalama. For those that have been following these stories from day one, I think when I talk about that name, it doesn't ring a bell in your ear. Should I say it rings a bell in your ear? You of course you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So yeah, what is going to happen inside? I'm waiting for any camera which is going to be live in the court, and I tap from it. That one, I promise you, in case there is any camera that's going to go live inside the court, even if it is the NBS camera, whether a BBS, whether any camera, I have the capability to tap from it. So the court has not yet started, of course. There is nothing going on. Everyone is still waiting for Bobiwine. Too much deployment, too much deployment, too much deployment, I can tell you. They are, you know, Southerns have been deployed, LDUs, police, army, EPDF and all that, military police. Yeah, they have deployed. Okay, let me see this. All right, let me see this. Let me get you this. Let me get you this quickly. Yeah, Babi Tungo Kyagulanyi, the wife to Bobiwine, the wife to Kyagulanyi's Sentamo Robert. There she is. Yeah, there she is. This one is about
Mchala President Barbara Itungo atuse ku koti wano Iganga. Yeno kubanga abona ekijja maiso. Ayo yonsobola otuukayo tudakwera musaida bebona basobola okungema
swengera atyo mugema.
Oyo omukyala president yakatuuka okuva e Kampala tuuka wano ku kooti. Omukyala president atuuse. Babiri Kyagulanyi. Oyo ni mukyala president atuuse okuva e Kampala atuuse wano ku kooti. Titujja wano namukkiriza okuyingira aye ali kujja Itawa.
Tulamba life ngabo ziba na wano ensonga twagitegera twenda kimukoba mbu abasugani kutondo omuntu tubasolebwa ekyo
Oyo ni mukyala president atuuse ku kooti e Iganga.
Yes, that's Babi Tungo Kyagulanyi. That is Babi Tungo Kyagulanyi. She has just arrived. Yeah, she has arrived. Yeah, Babi Tungo Kyagulanyi, the wife to His Excellency Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert. Yeah, just to remind you, for those that are new, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and as well turn on your notification button.
Mukyala president Barbara Itungo atuuse ku kooti wano Iganga. Yeno kubanga abona ekijja mu maiso. Ayo yonsobola otuukayo tudda kwera museira be bonna basobola okungema. Oyo omukyala president yakatuuka okuva e Kampala tuuka wano ku kooti. Omukyala president atuuse. Babiri Kyagulanyi. Oyo ni mukyala president atuuse okuva e Kampala atuuse wano ku kooti. Titujja wano namukkiriza okuyingira aye ali kujja Itawa.
Solomon. Kwaniriza ebusoko. Wasuze musitula. Tutulamba alaite. Ngabo vuba na wano. Ensonga twagitegera twenda kyemukobamba abasoganiko tulonda omuntu tubasobole mu ekyo
oyo ni mukyala president atuuse ku kooti Iganga.
I'm reading, you know, I'm following up everything. I've connected my different sources here. The updates that are coming in, Mbuno Byabakama wants to resign. But I don't trust the source. But anyway, it's just a rumor that has grown, that has attracted traction, eh? Yes, it's a rumor that has attracted much traction. It is trending now that Byabakama wants to resign. That Byabakama wants to resign. Yeah. Connected my different sources here. The updates that are coming in, Mbuno Byabakama wants to resign. But I don't trust the source. But anyway, it's just a rumor that has grown, that has attracted traction, eh? Yes, it's a rumor that has attracted much traction. It is trending now that Byabakama wants to resign. That Byabakama wants to resign. Hey, Byabakama wants to resign. That's what I hear. And that's what... the pressure is too much. Do you know what's going on right now? Then, an update that is very important. Banange twebereremwe, there is someone using Nubian Lizzy. There is someone who opened up an account in the names of Nubian Lee and is conning people. Is conning people of their money. So twebereremu, guys, don't just send money to a number which bears names of Nubian Lee when you've not confirmed. You understand? So someone is using Nubian Lee's account to con people. So that's very, very important. And Nubian Lee has actually just made an update. And is conning people. Is conning people of their money. So guys, don't just send money to a number which bears names of Nubian Lee when you don't confirm it. You understand? So someone is using Nubian Lee's account to con people. So that's very, very important. And Nubian Lee has actually just made an update. Nubian Lee has just made an update. You can go to his official Facebook page. In order to see that the Facebook page is official, it always bears a blue tick for celebrities or for public figures, politicians that are famous. Yeah, so make sure that no one asks you money or any support in the names of Nubian Lee, because someone is using his account. Nayenga, recently Nubian Lee and the Honorable Zake, they came out, of course, to they made a drive. I think that's why these guys are using that opportunity when we were fundraising for the public system, a public sound system. Maybe that's why these guys are using that opportunity. But please, to every them way. Yeah, still trying to connect here and there, but the current updates, our brother Ashraf is getting better, though he has difficulties in I cannot see properly, especially during day. At night he can see, but during day he's having difficulties. That is Kasiri Ashraf. Yes, so Edimutwe is also getting better. Edimutwe is also getting better. Okay, yes, let me first get another update here. Omanyi, I told you tetujja kuvangako such that we sustain information flow. Whatever comes in, we have to pass it over. Whatever comes in, we have to pass it over. Kyali wano nkyanoonya. Network eri okay. Fatima, network is fine. Yeah, network is fine. Yeah, I'm trying to connect to another live broadcast to see what's happening currently. Okay. Niwaba Emma, you are asking where is Bobby right now? You know, just like Madam Kunyinji explained, Bobiwine was whisked away from Nalufenya torture chambers after the government realizing that it was illegal detaining him for more than 48 hours. You know, he was arrested towards 11 a.m. and it is coming to 11. So they did not want the time to be to catch them up, and then they had to whisk him out from Nalufenya torture chambers, and now the information coming in is being brought to Iganga court. So he's being taken to court. As we speak now, his wife is already in the vicinity. Of course, they have not allowed our comrades to go there, those that always capture for us live videos. Yes, and of course they know they are trying to hide stuff and all that. They have not allowed people to go in there, but just to know everything is going to be okay, especially if we do not just look on, if we put up a fight and ask for his immediate release. I just I read for you a statement from the US House of Representatives Committee on Foreign Affairs. But I have to tell you guys, let us not have hope from people that are not our own. You understand? Let us not have hope in the West too much. The hope should be within us. The hope, we should have hope in what we can do, you know, for our country. No one is going to come from far to fight for us, man. We have to fight for our own. We have to fight for our own rights. You understand? Why should we wait for the US to release a statement? However much we know that they have a big influence. They fund Uganda, you know, they facilitate Museveni with money, and yes, they have a big say. But let us not wait for those people. We are the one who is subjected to this brutality, to this madness that is going on in our country. You understand? So we should not wait for people to fight for us. Unless we don't have eyes, we don't see, unless we do not live in a reality. But if we are well versed with what's going on, if we are in the know of what's going on and how we can redirect everything back to the right trajectory, then it's high time we stopped lamenting about these issues. We have to put up a fight. Let each one of us do the little they can, because it's always those small dots that keep adding. We can end this madness. This madness is too much, man. These guys killed hundreds of people these past 2 days. For what? Why would you use live bullets to shoot at citizens that have done nothing? This is not going to come to an end, I tell you, because we are dealing with a military government, and you know a military government what it can do. We are dealing with a military government, so this is not going to come to an end unless we change leadership. Unless we change leadership. If we change leadership, a lot is going to happen. And I always tell you guys that we should educate our people. We should educate our people. It's not just that we want change, just a mere change of leadership. No. Our team from the National Inter-Platform, the policy team, they sat down and drafted a manifesto, a 47-page document. You know, and of course, we have credible leaders in our party. And of course, Ugandans, we can do this together. Just like Jack Chagulanyi always tells you, don't put hopes in him. Put the hope, or have the hope within yourself, because you cannot disappoint yourself because you know what you can do, but other people can disappoint because you don't know what they can do. So if you focus on what you can do and capitalize on it, we are going to change this narrative. We are going to change this narrative, especially if we educate people about what we are bringing as a national platform, as people power. The manifesto is there. Let us educate, because most people don't know why we even need a change. Most people don't know that they are even slaves in their own country. You saw people putting on plain clothes, holding guns, shooting at citizens. These kind of videos, people in the villages don't watch them because they don't have smartphones, they don't have TVs, they don't have electricity. You know, they don't get this message. They don't get this message. Like these videos I was showing you yesterday. In Uganda, currently, people who are connected to the internet, they are not more than 19 million. And remember, we are over 40 million Ugandans. You understand? Those that are connected to the power grid, those that are connected to electricity, they are only 32%. Is it 28% or 32%? Okay, let me just say 72% are not connected to the national grid. They don't have electricity. 72%, so it's only 28% that they have access to electricity. These are facts. You can check Mr. Google and ask him statistics about Uganda. So these people don't watch NTV, they don't watch NBS, they don't watch Vukede, they don't watch BBS Telefania, where most of these elites try to hoodwink the public and they try to sugarcoat the status quo as something which is good. So here's the thing, that's when you chip in and as well try to do something. Educate the masses of why we need change, how we are going to achieve it, the benefits of having change, and which type of change. That's the most important thing, the type of change. The type of change, it's very important. You understand? So the manifesto is there. Robert Kakinda, you're saying, JB, you confuse foot soldiers. They don't care about manifestos. All we need to drum home is we need to get rid of the Interahamwe. Yes, what I'm saying, okay, here is the thing. There is a specific group of people who oppose the change that we are trying to bring, because they believe it's going to be a chaotic change and nothing good is going to come out from that change. They rather remain with the status quo. So that's when a specific group of people have to take it upon themselves to explain to such people. You understand? A specific group of people. We are very many. We are over 40 million Ugandans. So if at least a few people take on that responsibility to explain to those people, we are very many. We can take on these guys. Yes, those Interahamwe to sort of bagjao. Here is the thing, what I'm saying, to bisectingemu abamu bakole kino, abamu bakole kiri, abamu bakole kiri, just like the way it is now. Our legal team is trying to rescue our president. Then the foot soldiers, tulina okwebereramu ne tubeera nga tutaddewo fight wali. Abali mu kukola live stream okuwa amawulire international media platforms ne bakola ogwabwe. You know, tuli banji, we can devise, you know, we can distribute these activities ne tubeera nga tukola ebintu byanjawulo naye nga byonna bifokasinze ku kintu kimu. I can tell you people down there in the villages are confused. How are we going to wipe out that confusion? By feeding them with what they have to do. You understand? By feeding them with the right information. Yes. Thank you very much, Amy Nsubuga, for that data. Yes, I appreciate. So, tubeere nga kyengamba kiri bwe kiti. Guys, the fact of the matter is, should we say that once they free Bobiwine, everything is going to be okay? Let me just ask you a simple question. Once they free Bobiwine, is everything going to be okay? Fact of the matter, things are going not to be okay. We still want to put an end to this madness. I can tell you, this is not the right, the final time they are going to arrest Kyagulanyi. So all what we need to do is to wipe out this dictatorship. Wipe out this dictatorship and put an end to this madness. And that is going to come in phases. So what I'm saying, let each one of us capitalize on what they can do best. Hey, what they can do best. let me take you to Kampala. And okay, let me first take you to Kampala. Someone is live in Kampala. Let me tap from there. Kankulageko ekigenda maaso mu Kampala nga when connecting ate ekigenda maaso eri Bobiwine gyagenda okwapiyalingira
abalongoosa abakesisi bakedde kolaki kulongoosa nga woolaba so wandibadde oyituyitamu
kati baganda baffe katugende tulambule ekibuga mubeereko sharinga subscribe tulitambula tubalage embeera eriwo mu kibuga embeera eri etya oyo gwendi nayo oyo bamuyita Chris munamawulire wa gataliiko asaka agataliiko ebintu byagamba bino abisase ebbanga nkoze naye ebbanga lyonna nkola naye mu mbeera emu oba endala tewali wa poliisi wano munene gambe nti oliwa n'akugjawo omulabirawo sajja mutono naye munene ali connected well connected so tugezaako bayisaayisa mu kibuga mulabe n'oluguudo lwe lugata ku temutya network ebadde ebuuseeko nga mubimanyi nammwe ebya struggle network evaako neddako so wano tugezaako obayisaayisa mu kibuga mulabe.
Okay, I think there is nothing much happening in the town. Yeah, there is nothing much happening in Kampala. Nothing much happening in Kampala. Let me give you this again as I try to connect to another camera.
Eva, you are welcome, dear sister. Good morning to everyone, our viewers of Eric Investigators TV. This is Islam Akada, the one on the camera. Good morning. I know we are not well, but so
yeah, someone just sent me a message here. JB Nakawa is burning. I would love to get those updates. Yes, I would love to get those updates via that contact that I put up there. I pinned my number up there. I pinned my number up there. Get a video, send it to me. Anyway, these ones I'm receiving from Facebook. Let me see.
Yeah. Baganda bange mwena abampuliriza abali eyo kambala museko n'ekimuseko kino assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wano we tuli Iganga nga bwe nabagambye olwajjo baganda baffe abasigadde wali ku petrol station abasinga obungi babayodde kati n'essaawa zino nabo tetumanyi we bali banamawulire bannaffe bonna ababeera ku TV tobola ba TV ezisinga obungi temulaba nga teziriiko abaana abo bonna abasinga obungi babayodde ekiro so kati tetumanyi na we bali tovola ba ku social media tuli kulaba ku TV yonna nga so aganda baffe abo nabo basobodde okubeera nga olunaku olwajjo babakutte katono oluguudo lwe tuliko lwe luguudo oluyita emanju okutuuka wali ku kooti era tufunye amawulire nti bwebanga bamutadde oba bamutwala awantu wonna oba bamusibye oba bamutadde lino ekuba abantu batubiddeko nti libasobola okubeera nga bakola ki bamuyisaako eri emanju nabugwera adi jamaaye anko nakukyesere nabi so kyovola bakati ffe tuzze ne tuguumike ne twebbye tuli eno batutuusa wali ne batugoba teri munnamawulire mulala yenna akiriziddwa okubeera nga atuuka mu kooti apart from NBS ne NTV ne Muni TV bamanyi nti TV zaabwe tezisobola kugenda live naye abaana ba live bonna tewali muntu yenna gwe bakkiriza era bawonize tewali kulabako muntu yenna nga ali ku Facebook live nga agenda ebigenda mu maaso mu kooti buli omu abirabe. So nze nasobola okubeera nga ne mu ludda olunaku olwajjo nensobola okubeera kambalagako ekifaananyi ky'abasirikale ndowooza mulaba kambasikira ekifaananyi ekyo mulaba abasirikale abali eyo ndowooza bwe mulaba abo abasirikale mubalaba ababiri abo be bali ku kkubo lino ndowooza mubalaba abatambula abo ababiri awayita omwami ayambuka abo basirikale kati eri yennyini awo wewali entry ey'emanju. Yeah, brother Edwin, I'm going to communicate in English. So wetyo wetuli no lugudo lwetuliko lwe luyita emanju nga bwe nabagambye olunaku olwasembyeyo olwajjo live yange gye nabaddeko nga omusirikale amaze okunzibirako n'aŋŋamba nti tomorrow by 8 omusajja ono bajja kubeera nga bamututte mu kooti era amawulire gabadde matuufu era nga bwe nabagambye nti za amawulire gange agajje ku Erigo Investigators TV sitera nnyo kwogera ekintu kyengenda okwejjusa nti lwaki nakyogedde naye omusirikale yankakasizza n'aŋŋamba toyogera n'aŋŋamba nti bagenda kubeera security egenda kubeera tight nnyo era bwe tutuusaawo nti nga buli muntu atuukawo bamusaba ebbaluwa ekukkiriza okukola ki era ndowooza abantu abali mu kooti baalo bato ndabyeyo Mwadanku Nyingi nendabayo muganda waffe Moses Bijirwa nendabayo Peter Muiru nendabayo Kanso Omeri n'abalala naye Kanso ndowooza mu kooti temugenda kubaamu bantu abasukka 10 bagambye nti balina okubeera mu kooti abantu 20 era nva communicating ne Honorable Omeri nga ye leading council wa national platform nankakasa n'aŋŋamba nti baayisaawa 4 omulemizi bagenze ow'omulemuzi n'abagamba nti baayisaawa 4 ekooti egenda kubeera nga etuula. So abantu abeetegese okubeera nga beeyimirirwa Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu president wa national platform abantu bali ready nnyo ba Honorable MPs. So ba Honorable MPs bamaze dda okutuuka. So baganda bange ndowooza mulaba TV zonna ezisinga obungi era n'ekifaananyi ffe twebuza tuli kubba bubbi ekifaananyi naye bwe mulabira tanka eyo kangi basikire
wali kooti bwenyini osobola okulaba buli kigenda ate bajja muleeta mu kasenge kali awo katono bwe
Okay, yeah, this is what is happening inside court. This is what is happening inside court. Yes, they are not allowing there are certain updates that I need to give you. There are certain updates that I need to give you. Let me first get them right now as I speak this. Situation at Iganga Magistrates has Bobiwine Chagulanyi is expected to appear in court. Security, of course, has allowed a few leaders and family members to access the court. Most of the members of NUP and Chagulanyi supporters have been all blocked from accessing Iganga town. We mean all members of NUP and certain journalists, they have been denied access to Iganga town. I mean, not the court, but the town. So, those who have access court are still unsure of what is to happen, as they have been waiting here since 8 a.m. So no confirmation yet of when Bobiwine will be brought into court. That one just get to know. That's the live update. In Uganda, baganda bafe bonna abadde bagezaako ku accessinga Iganga town babalemeseza bablokinze Iganga yonna bagisalawunize off era nga tebakkiriza muntu n'omugiyingira. Abasobodde ate okuyingira Iganga ne batuuka mu kooti of course obwedda balinze nga obalaba abajournalist babo bakyali wabweru awo abamu bebakkiriza okwaccessinga ekifo bakyali wabweru balinze okuva ssaawa 2 zino ziri 5:14 tewali na kimu kyakoze eki, tewali na kimu kyabaddewo, naye nga updates zonna kugambye ngenda zikutuusaako. Bino ebifaananyi biva munda mu studio, wenaga mu studio mu kooti, bino ebifaananyi biva munda mu kooti, era nga that's what is happening. That is what is happening inside court. They are still waiting for Bobiwine, but they are not sure. Tewali no mukati ali sure kuba tewali confirmation name. Bade bakumuleta Sawanya. This is 15 minutes past. 15 minutes past 11. So 1 hour and 15 minutes past. Nenge saa yonna, tugenda live, ngenda kuba nkutuusaako buli kimu ekigenda mu maaso side eyo, olabe kiki ate kyetuliko kati. Naye ng'ekiriwo ku ssaawa eno bakyagaanye abantu bonna ba NUP okwakisesinga Iganga town. Can you imagine? The entire town is on a standstill. The entire town is on a standstill. They are not allowing NUP members. They are not allowing anyone. They are not allowing people power comrades to come even near or close to Iganga town. So that's why I'm saying ababali e Masaka, abali e Kampala, abali wa, continue the fire, because the narrative actually should even change. We should put an end to this madness, not only freeing Bobiwine. No, because I asked you a question: what if they free Bobiwine? Ekyo ne kigwa. You understand? Ne kibeera nga kiwedde. Yes. Twebereremu wali wonna tusobole okulaba nti tekikoma just to free Bobiwine, but to put an end to Museveni dictatorship. We are tired. So those that have just joined us, this is a live feed from pictures coming from the court, inside the court. Our comrades, you can see Chairman Nyanzi, mukyala wa Honorable Zake, then the wife Babi Chagulanyi, then this brother to Bobiwine as well, then council ninga lengera lubega mukako eri y'abajournalist bo babano bali wabweru, abajournalist bali wabweru, of course babaganye, abasinga obungi babaganye, abasinga obungi babaganye. David Lewis Lubongo yadayogera ko ne media babo we bali waliwo ne gundi ono Kidandala, yes, Kidandala neyo wali pomwiru na iningi namulabyeko ko pomwiru kumacha, pomwiru na namulabyeko kumacha, pomwiru na namulabyeko kumacha, pomwiru na namulabyeko kumacha. Yigatone, will you show live in court? I told you once our cameras that are broadcasting live go live, you are going to be live as well. They have not gone live yet because nothing has happened. I've just told you our comrades are still waiting since morning. Since morning they have been waiting. Yes, naye let me take this opportunity to thank my brothers abanteka mu data abasobozesa program eno okubeerawo. Guys, mwe musinga. I can tell you, if it's not you, nandi mbadde mbeera sisobola broadcasting from morning up to evening. Gomanyi what it takes to stream live from morning up to evening. So I thank you all, guys. I thank you people like let me mention their names. I don't know oba mbogera amanya simanyi ninga bali banji we bali wano muganda wange Joseph Joel okuva Canada, Emily, Moses, Ramura, Joanita, Buzibwa, Mole, Banang. Guys, thank you. Take mu data. Nensobola okubeera well equipped with data. Ani omulala Abubeka, Steveni. So that's what's currently happening. So gentleman guide, welcome brother, hope you've been here and you've not missed anything. Mwebale nnyo bannange abamu bakozesa word remit, abamu bateekako directly ku mobile money, nensobola okubeera nga nsobola okufuna data asobola sustaining live videos zino from morning up to evening. Thank you guys, thank you a lot. Yeah, I've been saying situation at Iganga magistrates as Bobiwine is expected to appear in court. Security has simply allowed only a few leaders and family members to access the court. A few leaders and a few family members to access the court. Most of the NUP members and Chagulanyi's supporters, together with some family members, they have been blocked from accessing not the town, not from accessing the court, but from accessing Iganga town. And those that have accessed the court, they are still unsure of what is going to happen next, because they have been waiting since 8 a.m. and there is no confirmation that Bobiwine is going to be brought in court. You can see they are still waiting. They are still waiting. They are still waiting up to now. This is Iganga court. This is Iganga court. You can see the journalists. They are still stuck outside there. 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 Yeah, the legal team, selling Kumasula, you are asking between Ayoba Loyachi. Our legal team is there, just like you can see. Let me give you a few pictures and you see. Obalaba babo. Jebali. Gwebona bomanyi jebali. Nenga bakirizaako batono. Yes, bakirizaako batono. Bakirizaako batono. Bakirizaako batono okuyingira. Bakirizaako batono okuyingira naye bonna bakyalinze tebamanyi kiddako lw'ensonga nti there is no confirmation of that. This is inside the court. This is inside the court. This is inside the court, and that's what is happening. Anytime soon, of course, we are going to be live. Hey, gentlemen, you're saying JB just woken up because for the past 2 days I didn't sleep because of my president. Yes, of course. Now you can nyini. Mungamba mbulookinge faina. Nze nagamba gongamba mbulookinga nako abantu ababuzabuza wano abantu. I always say I want us to have respect to each other, respect each other, even if we differ in ideology. We don't need to throw insults at each other. No. We are in a civilized world. We don't need to do that. So once someone brings chaos here, just tell me I broke them. We never anga some comments. So mumbeera si some comments. Era mbeera siraba kigenda maaso kiwandiikibwa. Just to remind you, nze siri wali ku venue. Yeah, I'm connecting through a system. Yes, so I wait for my brothers to go live and as well be able to spread the news all over. Let me see what's going on here as well. That is the update. That's the update all the way from JB Malay message here, gentlemen. Aina chabuza. Okay, let me scroll back. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see it here. Comments giraba. Maybe at the Mwabuze. I'm going through your comments, of course. Oh, here it is. Oh, JB, I just woken up now because for the past 2 days I didn't sleep because of my president. We love you. Here my mom said, do you use Western Union? Yeah, but I would tell you, nyizo butafuna budde bugendayo kuba from morning up to evening I'm always seated here. Yeah, so I would not prefer that, but thank you a lot, brother. Thank you. Sijja kufuna budde bukola ki buvaawo, sijja kufuna buvaayo naye bambi abampa data nensobola streaming from morning up to evening. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't have an Airtel number for those that are asking for Airtel. I don't. Yeah, that number actually which is there up, it is for MTN and yeah, those are the names that you will show up. Singa simwe abaspark data singera nange sisobola streaming from morning up to evening kuba data bamonje nyogwe. Let me see what's going on this side. For those that have just joined us, I've been saying the current update, our comrades are still waiting. They don't know what's coming next because since morning, since 8 a.m. they are waiting, and they don't know because there is no confirmation that Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is coming to court or is being brought to court. Just to know that Robert Kyagulanyi was brutally arrested, and up to now he has not been, given his freedom. Naninda, that yes, you are saying Muwonge don't block any person here. We entitled to our opinions. Yes, I don't disagree with someone whom we disagree in opinion, but I don't entertain people who use abusive words, and I don't entertain people who attack others. Those are the ones that I block. Once you start attacking others, once you start abusing other people, once you start misbehaving in the comment section, I block you, because for me, we should be civilized people, yeah, and behave like mature people, because I'm very sure everyone who is here is above 18 years of age. Let's behave with respect to our ages. Once someone starts abusing other people, trying to throw insults at others, no, I don't entertain that. I block you straight away, because that's not good at all. To abuse others and do all that, no. So my sister Naninda, no, I'll block them once they, yeah, actually those that you can use, yes, my brother gentleman guide, yes, you can use the super chat. Yes, super chat is very okay, very okay. It is super active. Yes. And my brother Chembe Dennis is saying JB send 100. Thank you very much, brother. Niwaba am I saying JB, what is Segirinya Mr. Update? Mr. Update was not arrested. Mr. Update was kidnapped. Mr. Update was not arrested. Mr. Update was kidnapped. And as we speak now, of course, he's in Narufenya being tortured. I can tell you, being tortured. That's what I can tell you. So let me I'm sure sorry, when they kidnap someone, let me hope you guys at least you understand how brutal these guys are. You know what they did to Honorable Zake when they arrested him for providing the poor with the food during COVID time when it has just come. You remember those days? Up to now we don't know our brother John Bosco Chibalama. We don't know where he is. Some people even say maybe they killed him already, because very many people have died have been killed, have been murdered. So once they kidnap Segirinyi and they take him to Nalufenya, you know what is going to come next. What they did to Zake is not going to be any different from what they did to Kyagulanyi, from what they did to Zake. That's why we always say, let us come up in big numbers and say enough is enough. You understand? Yes, we need to come up in big numbers. We are 2,652 people watching this live video, and I'm sure each one of us has a specific activity they can do to put an end to this madness. Philip Suma, you're saying, I'm Kenyan working in Uganda and I feel the pain. Let Ibo be free. Why is Museveni afraid of challenge if he has all the deep state and the cattle? Yes, Museveni is a brutal dictator and is a military general. So he's big-headed, he's too arrogant, he's too adamant, he's too everything. If you can kill innocent Ugandans, if you can shoot live bullets to unarmed citizens, how do you want people to describe you? How do you want people to describe you? Okay, let me first wait, guys. I'm now off the comment section. Let me first check from the updates here. Wait a minute, I think there is something coming in. Let me see. Okay, just a minute. Let me first upload this. Let me first upload this very fast. Yeah, I don't know whether you get me. It is blinking. Oh, okay. It did it. Ah, ezemu nayenga. Okay. All right. Just a minute. Nchanonya wano ku kamala okuteekayo what is this? Okay, this one, and this one. Okay, let me first check on this. Let me first give you this as I
just have a trigger tapo abali ku the updates online page mwasize mutya kasubire nti muli bulungi enaku z'omwezi ziri 20 omwezi ogw'11 mu mwaka 2020 twakedde wano era nga tusaawa zino tuli mu disitulikiti ya Iganga awasuubira okubeera nga Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aleetebwa ku makya g'olunaku olwaleero era wano we tuli njagala bategeeza wano we tuli abantu laba nti abasinga obungi batandise okubeera nga bajja abantu okuva mu bitundu ebyenjawulo batandise okubeera nga batuuka naye nga ebyokwerinda binywezeddwa mu buli nsonda yonna eya Iganga abali mu leeya abatali mu uniform ate nabo baganda baffe abali mu ngoye eza uniform so bana byabufuzi ab'enjawulo nabo batandise okubeera nga batwegattako n'abantu ssekinnoomu okuva mu bitundu ebyenjawulo so embeera eri wano ya bunkenke mbeera ya byakwerinda byonna nga binywezeddwa bulungi nnyo mawulire si malungi naye nga abamu ku baloyazi baffe tukakasizzaako nti Medadi Lubega Sseggona kali amaggwa amaze okubeera ng'atuuka waliwo n'amateeka abalala bendabyemu awo mu ndaba wa Mary bamuwadanku nnyingi bonna baatuuse dda so kibeera kitegeeza nti pulezidenti waffe anaatera okubeera nga ajjetebwa mu kooti naye ate era amalulu abala getufuna mu nsonda tusinzira ku batuuze kye bagamba nti ayinza okuba nga tanaba kubeera nga atuuka kuba teri kifaananyi kyonna kyalabiseeko nga alaga nti ku kooti yatuuseewo dda ate ng'olwedde baloya baffe bamaze dda okubeera nga batuukawo so bwe kiba nti tebasobola kukkiriza kooti kwakisesinga baloya okulaba client waabwe so kitukuba wala kibeera kiraga nti ayinza okuba nga either tanatuuka nga oba nga ayina waali oba mukwese so embeera bwetu bweri abali ku the updates embeera bwetu bweri abali ku the updates tuli wano basajja bali mu leeya abamu bali mu uniform abamu bali mu bintu ebyenjawulo naye nga ffe tukuubyewo bukule era abawagizi ba Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bw'otuuka eri Iganga mu town bamulindiridde okubeera nga bakola ki okubeera nga bamwaniriza mu mbeera yonna gy'anaaba asobodde okubeera nga akola ki ng'afulumiramu so tuli mu kitundu ky'okubeera nti ebyokwerinda si binywevu naye ng'ate bw'oba otunuulidde abantu bakoze ki abantu batuuse dda era nga tukakasa nti obudde bwonna tugenda kuba tufuna ebifa mu kooti bw'anaabanga amaze okubeera nga atuuka so mubeere ku the updates online page njagadde kuba wambeera just eriwo njagadde kuba just mbeera eriwo wano embeera eri wano ya byakwerinda era nga buli wootuuka wonna road blocks mpitirivu nnyo so buli wootuuka wonna road blocks mpitirivu kitegeeza nti ebyokwerinda bibeera bimaze okubeera nga binywezebwa so tubeereko ku the updates tugenda kubeera nga tubawa amawulire nga begagenda okubeera nga gatambula tugenda kubeera nga tubawa amawulire begagenda okubeera nga gatambula teera musobole okubeera nga mumanya biki ebigenda mu maaso newankubadde tuli mu kaseera kazibu nnyo kaseera kakufa kaseera kayiwa musaayi tuli mu kaseera akakyasinza okuba akazibu ennyo naye nga bo abawagizi baffe bamaze dda okubeera nga basalako ekitundu kyonna ekya Iganga era we bali wamyevu era nga tumulindidde kyokuba tubawa updates bye for now then nja kuba nga nkomawo nate naye nga yo ekitundu kino kye tulimu amaduuka baagagadde of course emirimu of course gyekutte okuviira eri waggulu emirimu gyekutte abantu bagezaako okulaba nga amaduuka gaabwe bagaggala so kibeera kitegeeza nti ebyokwerinda binywevu abantu beeraliikiridde naye nga kitukakasa nti agenda kubeera nga tumulabako olunaku olwaleero kyonna kyenaba kivudde mu kooti
Okay, that is the Muwada, sorry, not Muwada. That is an update from that side. I want to connect to Muwada right now. Yes, and get to know what he's saying. Yes, let me see. tufunyemu okusomozebwa ku nti abaagala okweyimirirwa tusaba okweyimirirwa era tweteese okuyimirira abantu bano ate poliisi esuusentinga ababeeyimirira mu kooti newankubadde nga okusomozebwa kutusofuna nti abasatu babadde babakutte ababadde bajja okuyimirira abantu bano era webali wano ku kooti nga tusaba bona abasurities oba betwaleese okuyimirira abasibe babe nga bateebwa kyetukyalinze okulaba batutegeezeza omuwabi wa gavumenti wano nti kituufu basuubira abasibe 5 olwaleero okuli Mwami Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert president wa NUP okuli Pastor Muwanguzi coordinator wa NUP Net for Power mu region y'e Busoga eno mu Jinja eno okuli Senono Dennis ndowooza yamanyiddwa nga Denisite bangambye mulago bayita Matovu n'omulala omu be 5 kuliko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we abakwatibwa betutegedde olwaleero kubanga babadde tebanatubulya muwendo gw'abantu abakwatibwa naye be batugambyeko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we wa driver we nabo bakwatibwa era nabo baleetebwa ne bali abasatu Mwami Kyagulanyi Pastor Muwanguzi ne Senono Dennis tubasuubira batugambye nti emisango sokufa kuliko gye twakafuna nti abataddeko misango gyakikolwa kya bulagajjavu simanyi negligent act naye tetunaba kutunula ku likodi ezo mu buwandiike oba mu butongole naye nga ttiimu y'abalooya wetuli okuba nti tubeebuuzaako bakiranti baffe wano baba baagala okweyimirirwa ekyokubiri bwe baagala okweyimirirwa tusaba okweyimirirwa era tweteesereza okubanga tupresentinga ababeeyimirira mu kooti newankubadde nga ekusomozebwa kutusofuna nti abasatu babadde babakutte ababadde bajja okuyimirira abantu bano kooti. Okay, let me bring you a clear update. Of course twafunye amawulire nti Mwami Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert aleetebwa wano ku kooti.
Tongera ku ddoboozi.
Of course wabaddewo challenges kuba twazze nga tegese nga balooya okulaba nga bwe baba tubasaba era tubasabira okweyimirirwa. Tufunyemu okusomozebwa ku nti abamu ku abazze betwaleese okweyimirira abantu bano ate poliisi esuuse nebakwata era essaawa eno tube tuvaako mu kafubo n'ab'ebyokwerinda mukulu Frank Mwesigwa ne ttiimu ye era webali wano ku kooti nga tusaba bona abasurities oba betwaleese okweyimirira abasibe babe nga bateebwa kyetukyalinze okulaba batutegeezeza omuwabi wa gavumenti wano nti kituufu basuubira abasibe 5 olwaleero okuli Mwami Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert president wa NUP okuli Pastor Muwanguzi coordinator wa NUP Net for Power mu region y'e Busoga eno mu Jinja eno okuli Senono Dennis ndowooza yamanyiddwa nga Denisite bangambye mulago bayita Matovu n'omulala omu be 5 kuliko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we abakwatibwa betutegedde olwaleero kubanga babadde tebanatubulya muwendo gw'abantu abakwatibwa naye be batugambyeko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we wa driver we nabo bakwatibwa era nabo baleetebwa ne bali abasatu Mwami Kyagulanyi Pastor Muwanguzi ne Senono Dennis tubasuubira batugambye nti emisango sokufa kuliko gye twakafuna nti abataddeko misango gyakikolwa kya bulagajjavu simanyi negligent act naye tetunaba kutunula ku likodi ezo mu buwandiike oba mu butongole naye nga ttiimu y'abalooya wetuli okuba nti tubeebuuzaako bakiranti baffe wano baba baagala okweyimirirwa ekyokubiri bwe baba baagala okweyimirirwa tusaba okweyimirirwa era tweteesereza okubanga tupresentinga ababeeyimirira mu kooti newankubadde nga ekusomozebwa kutusofuna nti abasatu babadde babakutte ababadde bajja okuyimirira abantu bano. Kooti bagirimitinze nnyo abantu abasinga era bagaliddwa wabweru abasirikale bangi nnyo ku kooti nakyo kyetulaba nga tetukyagadde ekooti okufuulibwanga enkambi
kitiisa omutima era kikontana n'omutima gwa kooti kubanga kooti erina kuba open court oba erina kuba ya lukale n'abantu abagijjamu tebalina kubeera mu mbeera yakutya etudimandinga nti Mwami Kyagulanyi ne banne babaleete muntu oba physically newankubadde nga tulaba basetinga ebyuma ebyenjawulo naye ffe tudimandinga babaleete physically bapiaringe tusobole okuba nga tumanya twekkanya ne state yaabwe lwansonga nti omuntu okuvunaanibwa omusango gwonna kikulu nnyo mu nfuga y'amateeka okusooka okumanya state of life oba embeera ye ey'obulamu si kutuleetera muntu nga bamukanise ne bamuwagike omuti emabega ne yeesigamako ne tubuuza nti tuli ku trial kyekidimandingisa babaleete physically tubalabeko tusobole okukonfaminga state of life embeera yaabwe ebyobulamu kubanga bw'abanga yakosebwa nnyo nga tasobola standing trial tuba tuwakanya okutwayingibwa ng'embeera ye tumaze gyekkaanya kubanga kuba we yakwatibwa takkirizibwanga musawo wadde muntu yenna mulabako kitulowooza nti kireetamu ebibuuzo bingi mu mitima gy'abannayuganda naffe mu ndaba yaffe ku muntu akkirizibwa okusimbibwa mu mbuga ez'amateeka era bwe tunasanga nga embeera zaalimu nkosefu nnyo tujja kusaba basooke bamuleka asooka afuna obujjanjabi alikomawo
waliwo essuubiro nalona eryokumuleeta nga mu bannamateeka
tusinzirako ffe kati byetwogera byetulinawo byonna atwogedde n'omuwaabi wa gavumenti atwala ekitundu kino n'atukakasa nti amaze okufuna fayiro nga ziri 5 z'abantu 5 era nga basuubira mu kooti olwaleero era ffe so tukonfaminga nti okusinza ku bigambo bye tufunye okuva eri omuwaabi wa gavumenti abantu bano bagenda kuleetebwa naye atugambye baleetako 5 newankubadde nga tulinayo abalala bangi abakwatibwa nga meya w'e Kampala omukyala ddako nabo tujagezaako okuba nga tubayigga naye kirala kyetugenza okulaba nti balabika abantu baffe abamu betwazze nabo ate babataddeko embeera ebayigganya kubanga abaserikale batugambye butereevu nti kati ng'omujulizi waffe mukulu bigirwa nti baleete bamwagala mu kooti bamuyigga kitulaba nga poliisi aleme kweyingiza mu nkola esunsulani ayinza kujja ku kooti tukivumirira era tubannyonnyodde ndowooza bakitegedde naye nga tusigala tusitandinga nti twagala enteekateeka ya kooti poliisi egiviiremu ddala ereke kooti ebe nga etambula nga yeetengeredde bwe baba bakuwa bukuumi babuweere ku distance n'ate si kulembesa bajja mu kooti kutuuka mu kooti nakutandika kusunsula ani yandiyingidde ani atandiyingidde ne balooya baffe ababadde batuuka abasinga bayise embugubi okuyitawo tulowooza nti okuba bulumbaganyera enfuga ey'amateeka n'empeereza ya kooti.
In English, what is going on here as the lawyers? What is going on as the lawyers representing the Honorable MP Robert Kyagulanyi, also presidential candidate here at court?
Well, we are still camped at court here in Iganga court. Of course, we first received information that Honorable Kyagulanyi Robert will be aligned in court today. We are here with a team of lawyers prepared to first of all consult our client Kyagulanyi and the others if they are so presented, whether they intend to apply for bail. But so far from our interaction with the state attorney, those in charge of prosecution on behalf of the DPP and the acting DPP, we are told they have received 5 files of 5 individuals, one Kyagulanyi Robert, Pastor Muwonge, the NUP coordinator for this region, Senono Dennis, I think popularly known as Dennis City, Ewan Matovu and another. Those are journalists and assistant on a charge of negligent act. This is what we have had. We have not yet looked at the record. And as well, we have got multiple inconvenience. First of all, the appearance and presence of police enforcement and military enforcement is a threat to independence of courts and delivery of justice. Because as we saw, some of the sureties we had aligned and we had prepared to present before court to stand for the accused individuals. Some of them were arrested, moreover the sureties, and we have been with the police demanding for their release. Till now, we are still waiting to see whether actually the police releases them and they return to court as sureties. As well, we condemn this kind of attack on court, because it is not police to sieve out who should enter court and who should leave court. It is a duty of court and the presiding magistrate or judge to determine whether anyone is wanted in court or unwanted, but not police, because it's unknown enough, and we continue to challenge it and to encourage and call upon the police and state institutions to avoid interfering in the judicial system. Otherwise, we are still waiting. We are still camped here in court. The team of lawyers is here, and we have a number of our sureties. Of course, some are still detained. Still waiting. We are still waiting.
What do you talk about the delay of bringing your client?
Well, they have delayed us since the arrest, and they have denied us access to our clients till now. The delay is uncalled for, but we shall wait. We are here, we shall wait. We camped in Jinja, we camped in Iganga, we camped here at court. If it is justice, if it is an offense, this is the court of law, and we will expect them to hire and bring these suspects here. If they are side of any offense, we shall able to represent them. But of course, first consult them whether they intend to apply for bail. If they say so, we shall proceed and apply for bail, and we have enough opportunities to stand up.
Okay. That is the situation at Iganga court right now, where presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi is expected to appear anytime to be tried over charges. He was arrested since Monday when he was.
Kati tuwulire embeera kiri wano nganga mu bannamateeka abakedde wano.
Twakedde wano, of course twafunye amawulire nti mwami Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert aleetebwa wano ku kooti.
Tewongera ku ddoboozi.
Of course wabaddewo challenges kuba twazze nga tegese nga balooya okulaba nga bwe baba tusiibwa tubasaba era tubasabira okweyimirirwa. Tufunyemu okusoomozebwa ku nti abamu ku abazze betwaleese okweyimirira abantu bano, ate poliisi esoose nebakwata, era essaawa eno tube tuvaako mu kafubo n'ab'ebyokwerinda mukulu Frank Mwesigwa ne ttiimu ye, era we bali wano ku kooti nga tusaba bona bashurities oba betwaleese okweyimirira abasibe babe nga bateebwa. Kye tukyalinze okulaba batutegeezeza omuwabi wa gavumenti wano nti kituufu basuubira abasibe bataano olwaleero, okuli mwami Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, president wa NUP, okuli pastor Muwanguzi, coordinator wa NUP ne People Power mu region y'e Busoga eno mu Jinja eno, okuli Senono Dennis, ndowooza yamanyiddwa nga Dennis te, bangambye mulago bayita Matovu, n'omulala omu be bataano. Kuliko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we abakwatibwa. Betutegedde olwaleero kubanga babadde tebanatubulya muwendo gw'abantu abakwatibwa, naye be batugambyeeko munnamawulire n'omuyambi we wa driver we nabo bakwatibwa era nabo baleetebwa, ne bali abasatu, mwami Kyagulanyi, pastor Muwanguzi ne Senono Dennis. Tubasuubira batugambye nti emisango sokufa kuliko gye twakafuna nti abataddeko misango gy'ekikolwa kya bulagajjavu simanyi negligent act, naye tetunaba kutunula ku likodi ezo mu buwandiike oba mu butongole, naye nga ttiimu y'abalooya weetuli okuba nti tubeebuuzaako bakiranti baffe wano baba baagala okweyimirirwa. Ekyokubiri, bwe baba baagala okweyimirirwa tusabe okweyimirirwa, era tweteesereza okubanga tuba tupresentinga ababeeyimirira mu kooti, newankubadde nga okusoomozebwa kutuusa ofuna nti abasatu babadde babakutte ababadde bajja okweyimirira abantu bano. Kooti bagirimitinze nnyo, abantu abasinga era baggaliddwa wabweru, abasirikale bangi nnyo ku kooti, nakyo kyetulaba nga tetukyagadde. Ekooti okufuulibwanga enkambi kitiisa omutima era kikontana n'omutima gwa kooti, kubanga kooti erina kuba open court oba erina kuba ya lukale, n'abantu abagijjamu tebalina kubeera mu mbeera yakutya netudimanyinga nti Mwami Kyagulanyi ne banne babaleete muntu oba physically newankubadde nga tulaba basetinga ebyuma ebyenjawulo naye ffe tudimanyinga babaleete physically bapiyaringe tusobole okuba nga tumanya twekkanya ne state yaabwe lwansonga nti omuntu okuvunaanibwa omusango gwonna kikulu nnyo mu nfuga y'amateeka okusooka okumanya state of life oba embeera ye ey'obulamu si kutuleetera muntu nga bamukanise ne bamuwagike omuti emabega ne yeesigamako ne tulowooza nti tuli ku trial kyekidimandingisa babaleete physically tubalabeko tusobole okukonfaminga state of life embeera yaabwe ebyobulamu kubanga bw'abanga yakosebwa nnyo nga tasobola standinga trial tuba tuwakanya okutwayingibwa ng'embeera ye tetumaze gyekkaanya kubanga kuba we yakwatibwa takkirizibwanga musawo wadde muntu yenna mulaba